6 seconds for the speed run. These mics are live. Anything you...
I could probably do it in sub 30.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Yeah, sub 30 seems very doable.
Yeah.
Like, you could not even press the B button and finish it in sub 30.
Yeah.
I found a new glitch that will allow me to finish it in 2 seconds.
Oh,
no.
shit.
How many times does it lock the console up? What's
Never.
Going to be
Never.
the new
100%
world record holder.
Success rate.
We should probably get a Guinness judge down to make sure that if
Call
any of
him
us
up.
do break the record, we have someone on hand.
Call him up.
He's just laughing the whole time.
I mean, isn't like if you record it with video, isn't that enough, or do they have to
you
actually
need
be
that,
there to monitor what you're using and stuff? That makes sense.
For what? For Guinness?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be there.
That makes sense.
For just speed runs, though.
For just championship belts, it's fine.
It'd be easy to fake. It'd be really easy
Oh
to
yeah.
fake.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, I mean, all you got to do to get a Guinness World Record is just be like, yo, here's a bunch of money.
Is the tape name?
I have a Guinness record now.
Yes. Record for biggest bribe.
Well, there was the stupidest one, because do you guys ever watch the Dude Perfect videos?
Only at
No.
bars.
No? Fuck.
I'm forced to.
And they had one video where I don't remember what the situation was, but they got the Guinness World Record for longest walking on Legos straight.
Oh, that sucks.
So it's like all you got to do is get the Guinness record guy out, and you can have any record you want.
It's true.
Because yeah, their record was like 142 feet or something like that. It's like shit, I could crush that.
Oh, yeah. It's
Crush
true.
the
I
shit
could
out of
probably
that
do
record.
Suck.
I could probably do that for immortality.
That would suck. But then every year you have to go and do a longer Lego walk. It's a bad time. It's a bad time no matter what.
Is that a rule that you have
Well,
to
no.
update your
Someone's
record?
probably going to beat you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, absolutely, let them beat you.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like we were talking about it yesterday. Like just get that record.
Well, my name's in one of those books, one of those fucking shiny
Yeah,
books with the.
They still
cool
come out with the
logos.
shiny books?
I'm sure they do.
I believe so. Yeah.
Probably. What do people read on the toilet if they don't?
It's like literally the
I
only
would never
reason
read. That's too big a book to read on the
It's the only
toilet.
way they make their money.
It's
other
like a
than
nice, good, like
selling records.
put it right on your lap. You know, it's got some good size to it.
I only ever rented it from the school library.
It's like a yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Actually,
I didn't even take it out. I just read it in the school
I might have
library.
done that too. That exact same thing.
I think a buddy of mine had a copy of one at his cabin, so that was my only time that I ever read it. It was like the 2006.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that one at that cabin.
Yeah.
What was the biggest book you guys read out of your school library?
Out of the school library.
Yeah.
Like we're just talking like most words.
Sure.
I think.
Or like,
Probably one of the Lord of the Rings books. Yeah.
Shit, maybe like
Yeah.
300 pages of something. I don't know.
I think I read The Shining.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. Or I know I read The Shining. I think The Shining is the biggest one. I read it, but I didn't finish it, so it doesn't count.
We're not here to book shame. We're not here to book shame, Brando. All right.
It's fucking huge.
Just because my book's smaller than yours. We're trying.
My book's wider.
Yeah, I got some different. Do you just want to pull a little slack on your? I'm worried your orange cord will start to.
No.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, just a little.
Just get the.
That's good there. That's good
There
there.
we go.
Being on mic's gonna be. I changed some things, so it's gonna be important to be on mic.
Okay.
Oh,
Because I want to reduce like the echo that we pick up on each other. So I've got gain low, channel high.
I live my life.
Not for honor, but
It also
for
sounds like if you just sing that part, it sounds like heartache and pain. I don't know if I can take it again. Can't stop now.
Is that Theory of a Dead Man?
that's,
I want to know what love is. I don't know who sings that. I don't know who sings that.
I like that you didn't get
Want
through the
you
next
to
part.
show me. Bow, 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 bow.
I should
It's a
know
fucking
what that is.
Safeway classic
Oh,
is
yeah.
what that is.
Beautiful harmonies on the Snake Eaters. We could really
kill it.
We could make something pretty stupid.
You on the lead, obviously.
Would it
And
be?
then there's the chorus of singers at one point where we would all be doing our things.
Would we
Make a video of it too.
Would the whole thing be a cappella? Would we like
Oh,
have
yeah,
to do
it'd have to
like
be
the
a cappella.
instruments? We have to
Yeah.
do like track by track. Be like, okay, this one's Warren's doing the drum track or whatever.
Beatboxing it
Yeah.
for sure.
Is there a drum track in that?
There must be. Yeah, most music have
I know.
has,
I
has
was
some
just trying to
percussion.
think that one.
Most ballads are like piano and singing.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of piano.
Doot, That'd be one
That's
part.
exactly how it goes. Yeah.
I can do that. I'll do that part.
And we just lay down. We just lay down track by track, and we just layer them on.
It'd be easy. We could do that in an hour.
It would
not even.
It would probably be pretty easy. It'd be easy in here too, because you just listen back to it, and then as you're listening to it, you can just go over it.
You'd have to do the like mandatory one of these when you're recording.
Love that.
Just get one of those going.
The fucking hand.
Turn my headphones up.
You get the
Need
hand
more
going.
snare. More snare in my
I can't hear my
headphones.
snare. Where's my snare at? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, one day. One day soon.
We'll make it happen.
That'd be a really great thing. And if we made it a video, we could just play the whole video. It'd be great.
Yep.
It should just
Instead
be,
of playing Snake Eater, you'll play our version.
It'll be just clips of like all of us driving in some kind of a old like 70s. I don't know. It was just some boat of a car with just like the window down and our hair and beards.
So like an actual music video.
Yeah, but just like slow
I almost-
panning shots.
I almost pictured it like when like all the like major singing artists would get together, be like,
Oh yeah, like We Are the
raising,
World.
Yeah, that we're raising relief for
all of them.
and it's individually at the mic. They're all doing their own thing,
And then it comes up in the you put the boxes next to each other
Oh, yeah.
like the Brady Bunch.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll work that idea. We got something there.
we have the technology.
Yes, we
gentlemen.
do. Absolutely, we do.
Yours
We
sounded
have it.
more like just the '70s show intro.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was. That's
Fucking
kind of what I
hell,
was
fucking
thinking. Yeah.
Hanging out.
Exactly. Hello, Wisconsin. For years, I thought it was hello. How are you? Hello, how are you? We're good.
It's a weird thing to.
I mean,
they're
confused
not
about.
always in Wisconsin, so
I thought the show was.
I mean,
or
they probably left Wisconsin for an episode or
They do
two.
always say hello, Wisconsin. Was the show not in Wisconsin?
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
talked about that 70 show.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that definitely says hello, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh yeah.
Which 70? Shut up.
That-
Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks.
I don't know.
That's a Drew Carey show for you.
Oh.
I always
You know-
thought they were saying, "How are you?"
Did you know?
How are you?
Did you know someone in chat today told me apparently Drew Carey got laser eye back in 2001, but because his glasses are such a part of his brand,
Oh, he
he
keeps
still
them.
he
That
just wears-
guy literally just read that on Reddit today
glasses.
because it hit the front page of Reddit
Oh, first of all, it was a woman.
today. Whatever, that woman.
Second of all, I don't vet what they tell me. I just
Take it all as gospel.
Yeah, exactly. You can't put fake shit on the
Man's
internet.
reporting news. He's a reporter.
Woman.
Woman is reporting news. Who was it?
It
do
was
you
the
think
one.
it was?
The one woman.
Yes. That makes sense.
At the risk of singling out this anonymous part, let's call her H Emma. No, it's too obvious. Him A.
Ame.
That you sort of lost me there,
Backwards.
but oh,
Ame.
Ame.
Emma Hay.
Me, yeah.
Ame.
These are all great code names.
Hey.
No one will have any idea who we're talking about. Yeah.
No, I don't know who we're talking about.
All right, I'm going to do a social media because I'm a social media expert, and we'll start this podcast.
That's what
Sweet.
college does, where the college degree comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Did anybody play games?
No,
I played
it's been
some games,
3
yeah.
goddamn days since we've been here. I played Pokemon.
I played Hollow Knight.
Oh, that's a good game. 2? Is there a 2?
No, there's one.
Oh.
Sold on the Switch now, though.
Did you play on the Switch?
Yes.
Good.
All right. Played Link to the Past.
That's a good game.
I'm over half done Link to the Past.
Did you ever
Nice.
get Tennis Aces?
No.
No.
Andy has it.
Yeah.
We're gonna play it when he comes to town.
Oh, good. He's just gonna smoke everybody.
I don't
he
know how
hasn't
much
played it
he's
yet.
played.
Oh, really?
But it's a
wouldn't play
Nintendo
it.
game, so he'll probably smoke everybody.
Yeah.
Isn't he
Yeah,
bad
he
at
probably-
every video game? I've seen him. I've
No,
seen him
Nintendo's
on the
his shit.
streams
Yeah.
of games that you guys have been playing. He's been
Nintendo's
bad at everything.
And
Shit.
he's really good. And he's good at Rocket League.
He's good, but good at bad.
Yeah,
video
actually, he's
games.
very good at Rocket League.
Yeah.
He's a Destiny.
Well, like, are any of us
Yeah.
good at Destiny?
No.
No.
I'm
not
not good- I'm not
in
good at-
relation to the people who carry us through those raids.
I'm not good at any games.
Hey, I carried people through that raid that one day
I'm okay at The Witcher.
by
I don't die
going
that
back to
much.
the spawn so that when everybody else died, I was still alive.
Man's a hero.
Bitches,
It's finished.
not for honor. We might be dog sitting a dog for 3 days at the end of the month, just so you're aware.
No.
Absolutely not.
All
I'm
right.
doing that. I'll kill it.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's real escalated.
Who's?
Quickly there.
My cousins.
What kind of dog?
Yeah, what size of dog?
Small. It's poodle-ish, but not full poodle.
My poodles, yeah.
No, he's a
My
good
grandma-
one though.
my grandma
Because I
had a
also
poodle.
hate poodles.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Looks
That's
more
he's
like a
bigger,
Shih
like-
Tzu.
Not
Yeah.
gonna leave you alone.
Yeah, Shih Tzu, poodle-ish.
It's gonna be like, pay attention to me, Brando.
Yeah, and
pay
you'd be
attention
like,
to me.
He's an old
Dog.
man.
I'm not
He's an
gonna
old
pay
man.
attention to him.
They don't give a fuck.
Sleep.
As long as you take him out, I don't have to.
Nah, just let him shit on the balcony and
Sure.
then just shovel it off.
It's true.
in the morning. It's okay.
Probably not the worst thing that's
Tie,
happened on that
just
balcony.
tie his leash, like wrap his leash around, so if he does go over, at least the leash catches
Yeah,
him.
catches
Hangs him.
Oh, better than hitting the ground.
All right.
No, I think hitting the ground would be better. I guess how
Probably,
much.
you could probably hear him. Be like,
I was about to
You're
say
like,
how
oh,
much
it's-
snow is on the ground, and then I realized it's July.
Man's
The
been
man's-
on
I
his
mean,
own
if he
porch.
hits
Yeah.
if he
I
hits the
think.
ground, some stuff's gonna break.
Peppered this fellow.
Some stuff's gonna break. You might be able to fix it. You get hung. You're done.
Oh yeah.
Been has hung.
Yeah,
Mm.
here.
Wink, wink.
Hanged.
Comparing book sizes.
Welcome to the show. It's July the 16th, 2018. My name is Matt Eads, joined by Kevin Barr.
Hey Matt,
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
how's it going? I just
Great.
realized that there's no snow on the ground.
There's no snow. It is the doldrums of summer. It
Yes.
was so fucking hot again today. Warren Barris, how are you, sir?
There's snow in my mind all the time.
That's,
Singing.
yeah. I
Me
like
licky bum bum, yeah.
Brandon Lynch is here too.
Hi, Matt.
Dropping those hot ass
Yes.
snow references
Wow.
for you.
Hey everyone. Boy, it feels like it's been years since we've been around this table to do a podcast. How you've changed, all of you. It's been 4 days? 4 days real time? Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, mostly 4 days.
Yep.
It's episode 233, by the way.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no.
all these numbers
really.
are like blending
Not really.
together because
Is it
they're
two-
all. It's like 2, 3.
Is it 244? I can check right now.
No,
Okay.
it was 232 last episode.
Was it?
I thought
Yeah.
it was. I thought it was also,
Okay.
but for
No, I can't.
I got it.
I'm not
It is 233. It is 233. The follow up to TR 232. Bongo the Cat Dies.
Oh, it's 2322.
Well, yeah, 232B.
Gotcha.
If you will.
What? Who's Bongo the Cat? Because I
That was
saw
that
you
thing-
title it, and I'm like, I don't even remember us talking about
That was
that
that
at
thing. Remember we were looking up Life is Strange, like the timeline or whatever, and
Oh, the cat.
randomly it's like 1987. Bongo the Cat dies. I'm like, oh
Right.
no.
Some
all.
of those,
Not Bongo.
some of those podcast titles, they'll go up and I'll be like, "Oh, there's a new show." I don't recognize that reference, and then I'll be like, "Oh, I'm on this show." When that happened.
Titling them's hard when you forget everything that.
Well, I used to do that all the time on the Sat Pod, and then I'm like, nope, just
click-
gonna do
Just click around
Sat
a bunch.
Pod. This number. Here's the date. Boom.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know what a
done.
title adds anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's ever a all-encompassing thing that you can be like, "Oh, that's the one about that."
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
a hook.
it's the one
Like,
about
it's,
Bongo.
I don't know. I like.
I want to know who Bongo is and why the fuck he died.
Yeah. If we were
Poor cat.
If we were funnier, I could put the jokes there. And
Yeah, I know.
It'd be really
That's what I was
serious,
thinking.
but-
Well, every now and then we have something topical that we talk about that works as a
Yeah.
title.
We can do whatever Bumbaclad,
Bumbaclad.
Cool Runnings, whatever he was
Me
saying.
licky boom boom down. Come on.
There it is. There. This podcast is titled. Done.
Might
Easy.
not even be the real lyric.
I don't think it is. I'm gonna look it up now because I need to know.
I don't think anybody knows what the real lyric is. Yes, know what the lyric is, and he's like, I don't know, I was on drugs.
Yeah, just saying things. Hey, I got some announcements. The exclusive Dinner Dangles coasters, but you remember them, Kevin? There were only 7 ever made. If you
Yep.
collect all 7, you get a wish. They're never coming back. The news is the Dinner Dangles phone cases are now in the store. Hey, also we have a
Yay.
store. And if you want these exclusive, limited Dinner Dangles phone cases, talkingreckless.com/merch will get you there.
Fuck.
talkingreckless.com/merch.
The fuck are you guys doing
I was
buying this shit?
I was wondering to myself, I'm like, I don't really remember signing away my licensing rights.
10 years ago. 10 years ago. This guy does. I'll bring the contract tomorrow.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, we got some phone cases up there. I think they're $20 a pop, which is literally the cheapest I could make them. I think it's iPhone 6 all the way to X and Galaxy 6 all the way to 9, maybe.
Oh shit, I have an iPhone 6 all the way to X.
You could put your own face on your iPhone. That would be perfect.
I think I'm gonna have to.
And it's a great picture of you. It's one of the best I've seen.
Which picture is it? Do we know this
the
picture?
emo one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the big like handlebar mustache smile, the iconic
Yes, of
Dangles
course.
picture. Yeah, those are up there now, and buy them if you want. Hey, if you order one and get one, let me know if they're pieces of shit. By the way, also they're brand new. They're brand new. Duncan bought one today.
You do that for us.
Yeah, you let me.
We're not gonna.
I can't afford a $20 phone case or what? It's like $17 it costs or whatever. I'm not a millionaire.
No.
I'm
Please do your quality check on the phone case that is cheap enough
Yeah.
to be a problem, but too expensive for us to test.
and let me know. Thank you very much. And we'll trickle more stuff in there. That store's real stupid. It's got throw pillows are a thing that you can just do, which you can have a lot of fun with those, I think.
No.
Coffee mugs, lithographs, shirts. So we'll figure out some dumb stuff.
Throw pillows would be great.
Yeah, I was I was actually going to launch the Dinner Dangles throw pillow today, but I have a little bit of like Photoshop work to do to make that all kind of.
I feel like a Talking Reckless Championship throw pillow would look pretty cool.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe a lot of people asking for replica belts. We can't do replica belts because, I mean, our belt isn't a replica, but I don't know how we would we just buy a bunch of belts and then be like, that'll be another $20 or whatever. Like, I don't know how we would make it work, but
yeah, you can't make a replica of a belt that is not famous enough for everyone to make replicas of.
Exactly.
I'm sure we could get in touch with someone in China and be like, "Hey, here's a
Can
model of
you
our
make
belt.
this for $15?
Can you make this out of styrofoam for fucking 12 cents each?"
We get that sumbitch sponsored so it becomes the Fireball Talking Reckless Championship. Maybe we're in the money. You
Fireball
know?
presents the Talking Reckless
Yeah.
Championship, brought to you by Chinese slave workers.
I don't know who makes them. They could be any nationality of slave workers. I have no idea. And then if the only thing, we're just gonna get all the stream shit out of the way right now. You've probably heard I'm streaming full time. Would love to have you over on Talking Reckless on twitch.tv/Talking Reckless podcast. I'm on there full time. Would love to have you hang out.
Hit that lurk.
We need eyes.
2.
Give me your eyes.
Nightbot 2 sweets, you know.
Yeah, Nightbottle 2.
Sometimes, if he's not feeling like a dick.
Blast. We have
He's
people
the only
trickling
friend
in.
you need.
People trickling in who've been listening to we had one dude show up today who's like, oh hey, I used to listen to MTP, I didn't know you guys were around still. I'm like, Jesus, that was like 6 years ago.
Long time ago.
We had a couple hiatuses, didn't we?
It's true, yeah, we've been on and off for a long time, but
I mean, we were MTP.
I guess
I mean,
actually
as recent as 3 years
up
ago.
until maybe even like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think we just hit year 1 of TR, so maybe that is right. But
Oh,
anyways,
we hit year 1 of the rebooted TR. We were TR before that.
okay, I don't. It's all such a fucking blur at this point. But lots of new old friends. So come on by, say howdy. We could really use your support over there.
Informer. You know, say, Daddy, me snow, me I go blame. A licky boom boom down. So I nailed it. A licky boom boom down.
What'd you guys get up to? It's enough of my bullshit.
I've done absolutely nothing since the last show.
Yeah. I came over last night.
You and I hung out and watched some speed runs. We watched the Mario Odyssey speed
I
run.
had the speed runs.
Yeah.
Wow.
I watched the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing.
Is that what?
I had to take a phone call. But in the hour and 5 minute speed run, I think Matt took 4 to 5 shits.
3 shits. One in the Mario 64 speed run.
What'd you eat?
Not like I had a McDonald's breakfast, but that was like that was like 12 hours prior. I really don't know what it was.
Yeah. I told him, like, after he told me what he got, because he got a sausage and egg McMuffin.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, you don't eat McDonald's eggs.
They're real eggs.
Don't
It
put
doesn't
the eggs.
matter.
Have you had to go work in the back of McDonald's for like make a wish or whatever the McDonald's one is?
McHappy Day?
Yeah, didn't you? You didn't have to ever like or see anyone crack an egg in there. They're literally just cracking eggs into these circular.
Yeah, no, I know. I
just
worked at
eggs.
McDonald's when I was
Where
a
do
kid.
the eggs come from?
they're just real eggs. Oh,
The
chickens, Chinese slave chickens.
the bagel eggs, like the folded ones.
Yeah,
those ones are
There's-
always good.
That's not a real egg.
But
There's no real egg near those folded eggs.
I'm totally fine with it not being real egg because it doesn't make me take 17 shits.
Anybody,
Something like gelatin looking about those eggs. Like if you tap the side of it, they'll go like. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
they're like I think they're kind of steamed. In
Yeah,
those-
because the way it works is they have little circular, like cookie cutters that they put them in.
Yep.
It's a 4x4 thing, like an 8-pack, and you cover it up with a metal container that has a like a trough in it that you fill with water, and then the water trough will drip water onto the grill, which will evaporate and make the eggs all poofy.
So they're just cooked by steam.
Yeah,
And water.
and heat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They cook the eggs in literally like 45 seconds.
Wow.
So
I don't know. I've.
that's why I never trust those eggs.
I just
to
get
be cooked.
sausage. I can just get the sausage McMuffins. That's my jam.
like-
That's what
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, sausage McMuffin with bacon.
Oh, yeah.
If I get a sausage, no egg, I feel like I need a second McMuffin after.
Don't do
This
it.
is not enough. Is
Do
it?
Oh no,
At
it's
least two.
So huge.
I don't
At
like the
least
sausage
two.
there. Their sausages, no.
That's why you get it with the bacon. It gives you that extra little crisp
I can't do it.
and the extra fat and calories to make it be like one of those is a good meal.
It's flavor. It's added flavor.
Yeah.
Flavor Town.
Yeah. Well, we had that night after Rock Band or whatever it was where we got that big
fuck.
sack. I had
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I had like 5.
I think
that night. It was
I had
totally fine.
5 too.
I mean, when you're drunk, that's a whole other story.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose.
If you're not puking from all the liquor, then the McDonald's isn't
She'll
going
get
to
you.
send you over the edge most of the
I
time.
had a bunch of I think there's like just a fucking large bag of
A lot of
hash browns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the McDonald's hash browns.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I got to be in the right
No.
mood.
What's your hash brown? What's your fast food hash brown of choice?
None.
Oh, that's a bold stance.
Get my hash browns from Denny's.
Actually, yeah.
Shredded or
Denny's,
chunky?
Denny's.
What are we talking here?
I
Skillet.
prefer shredded, but I would
yeah,
I'd
okay.
crush either.
Yeah.
The skillet hash browns are the best.
Big fan, yeah. Sometimes they call them Redskins.
Well,
Like,
now
you
they
can't-
do.
You can't
Say
say
that.
that. You can't say
Can't
that.
call them.
say
They don't
that.
call them skillets
You can't say
anymore.
that. Also, they're not even Redskin potatoes anymore. They're
Nope.
like just russet ass potatoes or whatever.
It was weird. You and I were actually at Denny's sometime last year for whatever reason, and I ordered some breakfast thing with the skillet hash browns, and the waitress who was serving us was like, "Oh wow, you're OG. You still call them skillet hash browns."
Yeah, Denny's born. We showed her your Denny's tattoo.
Yeah,
like, lifted
that's
your
right.
shirt up, flashed her the
Like,
secret D.
Shit, I've been hitting Denny's since the '90s, son.
Fuck.
I mean,
I don't
so
like
have I.
Denny's.
It's-
I don't like Denny's.
there's something about getting like chicken sandwich and a beer at 3:30 in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
Sure. I can see that.
Yeah,
I fucking love late night Denny's.
or like even pancakes. I go for my mom and I usually go for breakfast at Denny's every week and get some pancakes.
I get a meat lover skillet. If I'm drunk, I'll just like pour the meat lover skillet down my throat and then like chase it with a full beer and then pass out in the bathroom.
I usually get the All-American Slam.
I'll do it too.
That's a good one.
Give you an all-American.
Is that
slam.
like
Yeah,
the
that's like
bacon
the
and
break-
the all
it's
kinds
like
of
the
meat?
breakfast sampler.
Yeah.
It's like they give you
My
eggs.
God, it's the
bacon.
wrestling move of breakfast.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fast food, the breakfast is as far as it goes. A&W's king.
So many people say that. I don't know. I don't know.
Isn't
go.
A&W the one who puts their egg their egg breakfast things on like the hamburger buns?
Yeah, that's a bit of a downside.
Yeah.
That is weird.
So you're getting like sesame seeds on your
Yep.
Yeah.
ruined.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as you'd think. It's weird.
It's
I
a
agree.
mindfuck
It should
for
be
sure.
it should be an English muffin.
I think you get like a
And a
slice of
breakfast sandwich.
tomato. That's their thing. You slice a tomato on your sandwich or something. I don't know. We always the dude I worked with would always stop at A&W for
A little bit of
breakfast.
ketchup on there.
If you hate yourself
French's
and everyone around.
French's
that's-
ketchup too. That's what they're all about, baby.
Absolutely. Ketchup
I don't
is
like ketchup on my breakfast food.
I love ketchup.
Satan of condiments.
I like
Satan-
ketchup.
Satan's pea.
I won't follow you down that road.
It was voted
bad.
as the number 2 condiment in Edmonton on a radio show that I will not mention.
What was number one?
Mayonnaise.
Oh,
Yes. All right, I can get behind
good.
some mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Fucking A. But ketchup number 2. A lot of stupid people in the world. I mean, I see how it gets there.
clearly.
Yeah. You guys playing video games?
I played some video games.
Yeah? Tell
They're
us
not
about
on
them.
this sheet that I picked up to consult.
Then
but-
forget it.
I played Hollow Knight.
That's a
I
video game.
started Hollow Knight.
On
and played
the
like 2 hours.
Switch.
On the Switch.
Yeah.
Which seems like a really good way to play Hollow Knight. Because I can take it on the toilet.
Is it a Metroidvania?
It is a Metroidvania.
Okay.
With a Soulsy
Okay.
death mechanic, the corpse run mechanic.
Okay.
You're basically going around killing enemies in a Metroidvania world and collecting coins, essentially, that then you will lose. If you die, you'll go back to your last save, and there'll be a little shadow version of yourself that you actually have to kill to get
wow.
it back. It's not very hard to kill it, but and if you die on your corpse run, then all that stuff's gone.
And what are you using this currency for?
Mostly map stuff.
Okay.
It is mostly for, well, I'm only 2 hours in, but it's mostly like I bought a map of the world I was exploring at the time, and then I bought basically the equivalent of the compass where it shows you where you are on the map to make it easier.
Are we talking like a 2D?
It is a 2D map.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You can just go up, down, side to side. There's no third dimension. Really cool boss battles.
Yeah.
Really unique boss battles. All I have right now is like one projectile attack and one sword. The sword attacks are really, really satisfying. They're like super sharp and choppy, and you'll like hit an enemy and he'll get pushed back 2 feet, but will come right back at you real quick. So it's very like you see him coming at you and it's like bang, 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 and he's dead.
Juggling him almost.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks gorgeous. Really cool.
Should I play this game?
Yes.
I like
Well,
I
you
like
like-
Symphony of the Night quite a bit.
Yes, if you like Metroidvanias and you like
What if I
that
s-
specific Souls mechanic.
What if I sort of don't like Mega Man all that, or like
It's not like Mega
the
Man.
old Castlevanias all that much? So, you know, like,
No, it's way more like I want to. It's a lot more like maybe Ori.
have you at any point gone to jump over a gap and had an enemy from the side of the screen come off and like hit you down a hole?
No,
Okay.
it feels like you were very in control of the combat and everything. Everything feels fair in a way that some of those old Castlevanias don't so much. So yeah, I think you'd like it. I think you'd like it a lot. The boss battles are like I said, they're unique. It's a lot of like knowing going into a boss battle, knowing the 3 attacks they do, and good tight platforming and jumping and shit to get around them
yeah.
and getting your
Speaking
shots
the
in.
language.
Get your shots in and run away before the hammer comes down.
All
And,
Dark Souls.
yeah, there's a little Dark Souls in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very highly regarded, well received.
Yes.
People fucking love Hollow Knight. Bryce loves Hollow Knight.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm gonna keep playing it. Like I said, I've only got through like the first, like the map has just kind of changed terrain type. It's gone from like caves to grass after a boss battle. So I knew it was kind of a good place to put her down for a while.
Get to the volcano area soon.
Yes.
Probably.
Almost
I haven't
certainly.
played any of it, but
It's all like thematically, it's all like bugs. It's like very gross bug.
yeah, because you're
Stuff.
like are you a beetle?
You seem like a beetle, maybe.
With, like the big pincers, or the pincers on the head? I think.
They're kind of like little horns.
Yeah.
I actually think you maybe look the least bug-like out of everything that you run into. But the other stuff is like bugs filled with explosive liquid flying around. And
It's
you
like real life.
Yeah, exactly. And there was this one part where I killed a boss, and the boss's stomach just started like bubbling like there was a bunch of gross insects underneath, and then it blew open, and there was a whole bunch of other insects flew at me that I had to kill. So
Gross.
yeah, it is gross.
You guys ever? What's the movie where there's like an army of termites and an army of
The Mummy.
maybe just mixed bugs, and they're
Bug's Life.
Is it A Bug's Life? And the termites all bleed acid, and Christopher
Ants.
Walken it's ants. Yeah,
Yeah.
Christopher Walken's in it. I don't know.
You should have said there was ants in
You
it.
never saw it?
Not ants.
Oh,
It's a poor man's Bug's Life. Why the fuck would I ever watch that?
They're very
I
different.
got a
Very
good movie
different.
about bugs.
Yeah.
yeah, they're very different.
It's a knockoff.
I remember some ants dying in some pretty horrifying
Yeah,
ways.
I think it came off a little more adult than
Yeah.
I think when the fucking shoes coming down, and I remember being like, "Oh, this major character's probably gonna die right here."
In A Bug's Life?
No,
Ants.
they didn't.
Yeah.
They got
There's no deaths.
they got
It's all
stuck in the
blurred
gum.
together. Yeah.
Lame.
Oh yeah. Sorry, sidetracked
I think it
you.
was ants versus grasshoppers in that one. I feel like
Was it?
grasshoppers
I'm
were the bad.
sure
I don't
there
think
were
there was
termites.
There might have
I
been
remember like
termites.
spitting acid.
Christopher
or
Walken was a grasshopper.
Christopher Walken was an ant. Christopher Walken
Was
was
he
for
an
sure
ant?
an ant. Yeah, he might have wings though. He might have been the only ant with wings. It's been a very long time.
Remember that crossover in Toy Story 2 where they had the two bugs from A Bug's Life in the plants when Buzz and Woody were walking through? That was dope as
I
shit.
didn't even know that.
Dope as shit.
And then Siri cuts one of them in half. And you haven't played The Witcher. You should.
I'm not gonna
No.
do that.
What else you get up to? Anything?
I was playing Link to the Past.
That's a heck
It's
of a
kind
game.
of my sit on the toilet game right now.
What do you play it on?
My DS.
Oh, you
Yeah.
just keep your DS like plugged in the bathroom.
That's right. It's just
On
sitting,
top of the
it's
toilet
taped
tank.
taped to the back of the toilet tank, on the inside. So,
Well, yeah, of
so,
course.
so the bank can't get at it.
When the toilet repairman comes to fix. Did we ever talk about your guys'
Oh, we should.
fucking toilet situations?
Did
So-
we really not?
I don't think so.
There was
Are you sure?
maybe we did.
I haven't heard anything about a toilet situation.
We got a call from our maintenance guy. Warren can probably tell this story because he actually took the call. But
Well,
apparently,
let me tell you the story because the first part is the best part. Where this guy calls me, the head maintenance, or not maintenance guy, the head like management of the building. Hi, we're calling because there's a leak. We got to come in and have a look. Okay, cool. But I missed the call, so he left a voicemail. And I was at work, like doing the show at the time, so I didn't notice it until like 4 o'clock. He called around 3. So I called him back. Hey, I got a call from you guys. Something about maintenance. I don't I don't know anything about that. Okay.
Sweet.
Can you look? Well, maybe it was my partner. Hold on. And he puts me down. And then like 3 seconds later, hello? I'm like, hello. And clearly the first guy didn't tell the second guy anything about anything.
Here, it's for you.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll just repeat everything I just said then. And then he's like, yeah, it looks like they needed to go in and have a look at your toilet because there's a leak in the apartment below you. Okay, so did they fix it? I don't know.
Did we ever find out if it was like fresh water dripping down? Like,
I would assume.
Is your floor now like full of sewage?
Based
and you guys
on
are
what
gonna
we know
die?
now.
Yeah, the
Based
story's
on
not
what we
over.
know.
That'll answer your questions. Hold your questions till the end.
Yeah, the guy had no clue. And he's like, oh, I'll just ask the maintenance guy. So he put me on hold for like 5 minutes, and then I had to go back on air. And then the guy came back while I had him on hold, and he hung up on me. So I had to call him back. And then they're like, yeah, so it sounds like there's just a leak in the apartment below you, and they're going to have to come back on Monday, and this is on a Friday. Like, okay. And they're like, so you have another bathroom, right? I'm like, yes, but it's the ensuite bathroom. They're like, okay, so you can just use that until Monday. Okay. Mm-hmm. So then I got home, cleaned up, because I'm in the ensuite, so I cleaned up my bathroom just in case Brando had to take a shit. And then
It's kind of him.
It's been known to happen.
Over a 3-day
listen,
weekend, yeah, you probably might have
Probably
to take at
gonna
least
need to
one.
take a poo
if I got company coming in there, you get it nice and clean. And then I decided, no, I'm gonna call him. I woke up Saturday morning full of piss and vinegar, and I was like, no, we're not going down without swinging. So I called him, and then a woman answered that day. So I had to re-explain everything all over again. I'm like, I don't understand why, because they're like, oh, we're waiting for the sealant to harden on this toilet.
Yeah,
I'm like,
3
that
days.
doesn't take 3 days. That takes 12 hours, maybe 24 on a bad day. There's no reason that. And she's like, yeah, no, that seems pretty crazy. So, like, literally 15 minutes later, maintenance guy shows up, puts the toilet
Like
back on.
at your house,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like dum 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 dum.
Yeah.
Yeah, puts the toilet back on, and then we're good for 2 days. Mm-hmm. And then we get a call. When was that? Yesterday?
Well, we're skipping the fact that we got a brand new toilet out of the situation.
That's right. They got rid of the old one.
Which
I
was
came
nice
home.
because I was just about to clean it. It was just at the end of it's like, oh, it's time to clean this toilet cycle. And then they're like, I'm like, as soon as Warren told me that they were like, oh yeah, there's a leak with the toilet, they got to do something. I was like, do you think they'll replace it? Because I don't want to clean the toilet.
Also, no pun intended, it was a shitty toilet too.
Yeah, it was a bad toilet.
It was a tough flusher. That's for
You had
sure.
to
Yeah,
hold it
didn't-
for
Yeah.
like 10 seconds, and even then she wouldn't
Didn't have a
go.
lot of gusto.
It would fake you out in a way that I always thought it was plugged because it would kind of like the bowl would fill
Yep.
up and you're like, oh,
God.
no, and then everything.
This
was
new
always
one
good.
though is fucking dump it to crumpet. Fucking sucks it right in there,
Yeah,
and she's
she'll
done.
take you right down there with you.
Yeah.
golf ball through a garden hose. This new toilet.
But when I came home that same Saturday, I came home to see a toilet with like half a garbage bag hanging off of it, keeled over beside the dumpster, and I'm like,
That's our
respect. Thank you for your years of service,
toilet.
sir. And then, so yeah, yesterday, so today's Thursday, yesterday's Wednesday, I wake up to a phone call after the management, so the same two idiots, we have idiots for management, that's the moral of the
Yeah,
story.
it's bad.
They called me on Tuesday to say, hey, just, your papers are ready to come in. I don't even think I told you this. The papers are ready for you to come in and sign if you want to renew your lease. They're ready to go. Just come in as soon as you can. And our lease isn't up till the end of October. So I'm like, they woke me up at like 9 o'clock because I don't work till the afternoon. I'm like, what? Oh, okay.
Fuck you.
And he's like, yeah, because your lease is up at the end of October. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, this is way too early. Please disregard this phone call. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I see that they called me yesterday. I'm like, I swear to God, if it's the other guy calling me to have the
your
same
lease is up.
conversation, I'm going to lose my shit. But he's like, nah, there's more leak. There's another leak.
Same leak.
The leak is
Yeah.
still a problem.
Obviously, the same leak.
We need to come back in, and this is after the in the same bathroom, the kitchen sink or the sink in that bathroom had been clogged. Mm-hmm. Branda was doing the cleaning, and then the sink was just
Sink
fucked.
just, I think too much like just crap I was cleaning off got all sucked up down in there,
yeah.
and eventually it was like just water level wasn't going down anymore. So Warren goes and brings no complaints because the sink doesn't work about a leak. All for those 2 days, and then Warren comes home and we shove a whole bunch of drain cleaner down there. The whole thing goes down. Bang! Next morning, it started leaking again.
So I told the guy when he showed up yesterday, because he was there before I left for work, I was like, okay, so this all seems pretty convenient. Here's this thing that was clogged and now is working, and now the leak's back. It's got to have something to do with it. No. Based on where the leak is, it has to be the toilet, just based on the way that the faucet, the tubes or the pipes or whatever. He's like, it has to be the toilet. There's no other way. It was a sink.
Yeah,
they had to rip out the sink in the hallway, not in our hallway, but in the main hallway. There's holes in the wall
big
and shit.
Fucking like loony sized hole in the pipe, and water's just like trickling out of it. I was like going to work, and the guy's like, "We found the leak," and I'm like, "Okay, good. You gonna seal it up?" He's like, "Come look at it."
And it was literally what?
It was like a hole. Like
how
it
did
looked,
that happen?
It looked like it had just been eaten through.
Wow.
But I don't know how it got eaten through. Like fast, like that fast, where it was like it wasn't leaking for weeks.
It's
leading up to that.
probably been leaking for years. It just finally soaked through or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
We have a theory that it's that mouse that we had for a while that just disappeared.
Ate
right through the copper pipe.
I'll get these guys where it hurts.
Yeah.
Joke's on him. We got a free toilet out of it.
It's true.
That's
And,
right.
and a
Fuck
new
that guy.
sink. by the
And you
sounds
know
of
what?
it.
It was all whoever's down in 216 that's fucking really got to deal with the issues.
It's true.
Yeah, that sucks.
But now all things considered, we came out in the black on
Got
this
an
one.
unclogged sink, new toilet.
Virgin toilet.
Didn't even have to clean it.
Yeah, all because these people don't know where the fuck the leak's coming from.
It's a hard thing to track down, I would guess.
Especially if you're not really doing a good job at looking.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
if you're these two guys.
Yeah.
Being the heel that I am, too, I threatened to, because, again, I have my own ensuite bathroom. I threatened to christen that toilet before Brando did, just
Oh,
to be
no.
a dick.
No.
I'm like, no, that's a line that if
You
you
don't do
cross
that.
it,
Yep.
you can't. There's
This
no
is
coming
done.
back from
We're
that
not
one.
re-signing a lease in October. We're going our separate ways.
Put a hex on the whole damn thing.
I'm actually kind of confused that they offered to re-sign your guys' lease after some of the stories I've heard that's happened in that apartment.
Also, throughout this whole leak thing, and this is something I don't even think I told you, I was wearing my headphones and running the kitchen sink to do some dishes. And I walked away and totally forgot about it and came out and there was fucking water all over the floor.
Wow.
And I was like, oh God, now that's going to leak. And then no one's going to be able to figure out where it's coming from because it's a separate incident. It wasn't that much.
One of the guys
Hard
was
times.
there. We were like on Xbox or something because you scared the shit out of the guy. I remember that one of the repairmen was there.
Oh, yes.
We were talking.
I did scare the shit out of him.
You yelled something? Did you scream?
I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was. It was just like, oh!
Yeah,
He was like,
something
I
like that.
just scared the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, I did.
You get up to any games, Warren?
No, I was just realizing because I was thinking back to the 4 days ago that we were in this room doing this podcast,
It's not very much time.
and I have not since then even thought about picking back up into Metal Gear 5, which is weird. It wasn't even a
You
thing
played
that
a
crossed
little
my
bit.
mind.
You played a little bit like the night we recorded
Yes,
the podcast.
that's true. I played like maybe one more level.
Is it losing you? I played a little bit.
No,
of
it's
this
just
week, too.
I think I kind of forgot that I was doing it. It's not that it was so bad that I gave up.
Yeah.
Although I did fucking found out that when I got back home that night that I had to redo the last part of the first mission again for some unforeseen reason.
I don't know. Some auto save didn't.
Yeah, really.
Because you said you got back up into the helicopter and everything, right?
And the next mission launched, and then it was when I loaded it back up, those fucking green-eyed dickbags were on that bridge, and I had to dance around them again.
Skulls.
Which was cool because I totally did a different way of doing it that time, which had like a full-on cutscene where it zoomed in on these guys, and they did like this whole action thing where they made this gun appear out of nowhere, which I didn't get the first time
They didn't spot you the first time.
because I snuck right past them.
Oh, shit.
So
It is some sort of exercise sitting beside a guy whose experience in Metal Gear is Metal Gear 5 and is asking you questions about characters in Metal Gear 5, and I'm like, oh, fuck, where to start with this
he had
guy?
to explain to me. I didn't know that the difference between solid and regular
Yeah,
snake.
like we had to go all the way back to basics.
Do you
'cause-
have any questions that we can sort out for you right now?
I think Brando did a good job of it.
Okay.
The eye thing was super confusing because I'm like, wait,
Which I think.
they both have
'cause-
their eye out, but not at the same time.
Solid Snake and the big boss,
Mm-hmm.
who Solid Snake is a clone of, both don't have an eye at some point in that series.
No, Snake has both eyes. He just wears the solid
well,
eye.
appearance-wise.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
some-
yeah,
He's
yes,
got
yeah.
the
Snake
the patch thing
puts a
over
fancy
his-
electronic eye patch on.
Wait, he has both of his eyes, but he wears an eye patch.
Because it gives him
I
like...
thought he got.
for
Doesn't
fun?
he get? I thought he got his eye fucked up at some point.
No, he's got them both at the end. He
Which
just
one?
has like a
The real
bandage.
Snake?
Yeah.
Big Boss, that's who I'm playing in 5.
Solid Snake has both eyes. He just wears a fancy tech gadget that lets him like see through walls.
Solid Snake is the clone.
Solid Snake is the
Okay.
clone, the modern age one.
The guy you're playing as obviously has real eye injury
Yes.
because you
Yes.
saw the real eye injury.
Big Boss got one of his fucking eyes cut out of his head by Revolver Ocelot, who is one of your boys. I don't. You probably haven't met him yet. but he's one of your main boys in this.
Good.
No, he's been him. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I did.
Taught him how to do the stuff on the platform.
There's a lot.
Said,
of
line up the troops so we can do some CQC training.
next. I like how they all thank you after.
Yeah.
Thank you,
And they
boss.
just stand there and salute.
Yeah.
There's some funny moments in that. I tried to fight that guy, and he fucking sent me flying.
Yeah, that's good. I think
He,
you
what
can
he-
shoot him too, and then you get a really weird.
Yeah,
game
he's
over
like,
thing.
I shot him with my tranquilizer dart. He's like, I've trained myself to not.
And there was where they were like teaching him how to like Fulton people back to the base while you were on the platform, and like Warren knocked the guy out and put the Fulton on, and you just shot him up, and Warren's just like, yeah, but didn't he just come and
He's
just
coming
come in
to
here?
this ship.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't
Totally.
he just drop him and be like, he's here?
You were saying how about how you played through the first part the second time and got that cutscene. There's a lot of that shit in the game where like you will just randomly like even picking it up now. So I've played over 100 hours now. I am still stumbling into like random like this weird series
Yeah.
of events lined up in Mother Base that now I have this cutscene I've never had before, which is kind of cool. Did you put your birthday in?
I did.
When is your
on
birthday?
my character? January 31st.
Oh yeah, you probably. I wonder if you'll still be playing. They'll sing you happy birthday on your birthday. It's
I figured there was something about that.
great.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
good.
I hope you stick with it. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna tell you when you get to the part where I'm like, there's nothing else to see here. You
Yeah.
fucking just
Once you've
put the
seen
game down.
once you've seen the Jeep ride, you can probably stop.
Yeah.
Watch the ending if you're interested. Kev, you do anything?
I did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, pardon me. A little case of the burps. The scheduling was just so this week that we
Yeah.
kind of got.
We all got busy weekends.
Yeah, it's very true.
I play a little bit of Fortnite and some Rocket League.
Yeah, you
which
and I
is
play a little bit of
literally every week.
The season 5 launched, dropped.
Sure
It
did.
happened. We could talk. Let's talk about it right now.
Let's do
I
it.
didn't do shit.
Have the shotgun changes come in yet?
I
Yeah,
believe
that's the
some
last
of them
patch.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were. So I don't know the like minutia, the nitty gritty of the patch. The only one I picked up was heavy shotgun shoot 10 pellets instead of 5 now, and like little weird changes like that. But
They
got
nerfed the pumps too.
good.
Like you can't double pump anymore. Double pumping it does nothing.
Yeah,
there's not that glitch anymore.
There's a cooldown now between shotgun shots because it used to be if you had more than one shotgun, you would shoot a shotgun, switch to your next one, shoot it instantly, switch to your next one, shoot it instantly, and you could just like blam blam blam, mow people down.
Well, I mean, if you have two shotguns, you should be able to do that
I don't think
because
I
they're
think
both loaded.
there's a delay. There's a delay now, I believe, between shotgun shots.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
And it might even be. I don't.
Well, it makes sense in that you would not be able to pull out a shotgun and shoot it and shoot it and shoot it like
was
that.
No, but like
Like it was super fast. That's what they've changed.
it was
It's just that
literally-
there's
it
a
was
slight
like
delay of.
1-2. Like if you were on your shit, it was just like it was
Yeah.
basically one shotgun blast with the power of 2.
It was pretty stupid
well.
that it was that way.
It was very frustrating.
But I see what you're saying.
You walk around a corner and you get disintegrated. At least now you have a chance to be like, oh no, a man with a shotgun, and then you die.
Yeah.
But they added golf carts. You can fit an entire squad of 4 in them, and they got bounce pads on the roof.
Do the other two have to stand on the back?
I don't
Or
know. I
like
think
four-person
all
golf
4
carts?
ride in.
It's a
Yeah,
four,
all 4
yeah.
ride in, and then you can jump out off the roof.
That
Which
could have been
seems,
way funnier.
that seems real dope. Jump
Yeah.
pads off the roof. The mire has been replaced with a desert. I don't
Which
know.
looks pretty cool,
I don't know
actually.
the name of it. Do you? Dank desert.
Sandy something.
Okay. And then I guess there are rifts that will just teleport you across the map, A to B and vice versa. Which that sounds cool too.
That
of
seems like a big change.
yeah, totally. Of like, oh man, we're way out of the circle or whatever, and then we whoosh, just warp in.
Yeah.
People are going to camp that motherfucking rift.
Yeah, hopefully.
There's some other slight differences
Put a
with the
spike
map.
trap right above it.
Like I was just looking. I haven't played it yet, obviously. But I was just looking at like a still picture of what the map looks like now.
Yeah.
And just some slight, like the soccer thing is gone because World Cup is essentially over now. They changed the name of one of the other the top. You know how there was like the 2 fields on the top and the bottom that were kind of the exact same thing?
Yep.
So the top one's gone now and it's something else with a new name and new buildings and stuff. They do just enough to keep that fresh
Totally.
on that map. They're just enough to change that you're like, yeah, okay, I could probably get used to this for the next 3 months until they do the next season.
They keep the meta, or they're starting to, it seems like, try to keep the meta interesting, and I think they're still trying to work their way away from the like everybody build and then shotgun dance. But I don't know.
It's a shame.
They like I barely play. I play maybe like 1 or 2 games of Fortnite or whatever, 1 or 2 sessions of Fortnite a month whenever Warren ropes me in. But like I'm kind of interested in this stuff. They're doing a good job of keeping the story in the zeitgeist.
As someone who plays a lot of Fortnite, Warren, are they doing enough to these maps that you don't want a new map?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Like, I think they've doing... I mean, I don't play as much as the hardcores. Like, I played the whole last season. This is the first time that I've been in from the start of Season 4 to the end of Season 4. Mm-hmm. And I think I only got up to level 27 of 100 of, like, the just
Battle
player levels
Pass
and...
or ranks or whatever, yeah.
Obviously, that becomes easier because I didn't actually buy the Battle Pass, which costs real money, which then, as you hit certain levels, you get XP boosts that allow you to progress quicker and faster. So I didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
But I played a decent amount of it, enough that I was ready for a change, but also I wouldn't have been super upset if they wouldn't have changed anything at the same time.
Oh, I played on Xbox for the first time. You and I played on Xbox with a friend of ours. What a different game. Like, the pacing, even things like the building is obviously very different because on PC, you have a mouse and you basically have unlimited turn sensitivity. So if you want to spin and just like put your walls down and then jump and then put the walls down.
Can you do that?
On PC, can I? No.
Okay.
Can the people who are good at the game?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. So when you go to fight someone at the end, you're like, well, I can't build for shit. And they're just like, the tower rises.
Yeah.
On Xbox, it's a little bit slower. It's still pretty fast, but it's slow enough that at least you're like, okay, I can kind of keep up. I can get a wall in front of me before this dude is like right. on me. And just the shooting too. It's not like, oh, I'm behind a guy. I'm going to kill him. Oh, no, he turned around and shot me in the face and I'm dead. Now it's at least like, well, I got like a second or two before he can turn his ass around.
Sure.
It's a very different game on console.
Biggest game of all time?
The biggest game of all time? Yeah, it's like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not biggest like size or content-wise,
no.
but...
In terms of breaking out of the video game subset into the everyone subset.
Most players. Most unique players.
Yeah.
Popularity.
I bet most unique players of any video game ever.
Sure.
It's...
Combined. It's probably close. Probably closer than it should be.
Maybe, yeah. I did actually play one thing. I played. It's called. So I don't know if it's called Poca 1 or Poca MMO, but it's.
Those are different enough that you should
Well,
know.
it's. I downloaded a thing called Poca 1, but the launcher, the window says Poca MMO, so
Okay.
I don't. And you
This
launch.
is,
Poca
and this
MMO.
is not Let's Go Pikachu.
This is not. No, this is a free thing that runs on ROMs, which is really weird. So the legality of it is questionable at best, but it is a thing that stitches together Heart Gold and Soul Silver, whatever those ones are. That generation,
right?
Ruby Red and Sapphire Blue or whatever. So Gen 1, but like fancy Gen 1, and
So fancy Gen 1, fancy Gen 2,
and then Black White, which is Gen 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's 1 to 5 for some reason. But it stitches them all together and then puts you in a world with every other player playing those games at the same time. So, like...
Oh, you're going to fight them?
Yeah, if you want.
That
If you totally
kind of
want.
seems neat.
It's super cool. It's
Like in real time?
Yep,
Like,
totally.
I'm on Route 56, and there comes another guy. Let's fucking battle.
You and me, if you want, let's duel.
That's pretty cool.
And it really... It's like you're playing... It's... calling it an MMO is weird because MMOs are like, okay, we're all gonna like team up to take. There are no poker raids. I don't think there are no
Right.
like dungeons we're all teaming up to
Is
do.
there any teamwork whatsoever?
I don't know.
It's just one-on-one battling, not that
as
two-on-two
far as
thing?
I know. As far as I know, there is some weird shit in there. There's like the cross battles are in there somewhere. You'll encounter like hordes of Pokemon, and sometimes you fight in teams. I haven't got too far. I started in Kanto, which is the base 151, and saw like a bunch of other players there, and it's just that first game, except it's like, because one of the biggest problems with Pokemon back in the day was like, oh, I want to trade with someone. Okay, well, Warren, come on over to my house, and we're gonna plug our Game Boys in with this cable, and we're gonna do this very like specific set of steps in this right order. It's not gonna work, and then maybe we'll trade. And it was kind of a huge hassle.
We fucking did that not that long ago.
Um,
Fucking traded some blue and red Pokemon.
That's kind of dope. But with this, it's like everyone's in the world, so it's like, oh, I see Warren, I just shoot him a thing. It's like, hey, you want to trade? Fucking A, let's do it. We're trading. Boom, done. Hey, you want to fight? Let's do it. Hey, we're fighting. There's like matchmaking and tournaments if you want to train your team up and get them there and fight. It's a very cool way to play Pokemon.
Yeah, that sounds
Kind
neat.
of what, as a kid playing those first ones, what you're like, man, this would be cool if you could like actually play with your friends
Yes.
and like run into your buddy outside of Pallet Town and be like, let's fucking do this.
Yeah, you can have any Pokemon you want walk behind you, which is neat. Me and my boy Squirtle hanging out.
So you are trying to get badges?
Yep, you are just
And
fucking playing Pokemon.
Are the badge people player controlled, or are
No,
they okay?
no. I got out there and I fought Brock. And
Okay.
Brock had
See,
a
and that-
Geodude and an Onyx.
That's what I thought. That would be cool too if you could like
Have your own gym or something.
kind of like with Pokemon Go, where it's like, whoever just beat this guy, it's his gym. He can defend it, or if he doesn't defend it in X amount of time, he loses it.
Yeah,
Or like the Elite Four is like the 4 best players in the game, or some shit.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But so that for me is like where the delineation between like it's not really an MMO because we're not really we're all kind of
Right.
playing our own single player Pokemon games
Yeah,
and then
just
we can do
kinda running into
multiplayer
each
stuff
other,
together.
yeah.
If we
Just
want.
happens to be connected. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's cool. It's very very cool.
Yeah, that's
And
a neat
it's-
idea.
Yeah.
It's like again, it's free provided you own the ROMs, provided you have legally backed up all those games to put in there, which I have. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Right.
But if you just look up Poke1, I think it's called, and you can find it. It's cool.
Interesting.
It's very cool. Yeah, got my Squirtle level. Got my Squirtle's now a War Turtle. Proud to say.
Oh, shit.
17.
16.
16?
Okay, the level that it evolves.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 16. But that's kind of me. That's all I played. More Witcher. That's so fucking good. Oh man, The
Fucking
Witcher.
Witcher's good. I watched your first 5 hours of Witcher play.
It might be the best game ever made. I wish it played a little. It's written
I
so
know.
immaculately. It
That's what really pulls you through is all the not combat stuff.
Yeah, even the combat. Now that I'm on the hardest difficulty, it's still not hard. I actually wish it was harder. I wish I could make it harder.
That doesn't make it good
I'm
combat.
sure there's a mod for that.
There might be. I'm gonna look into it. It's uninteresting.
Yes.
It's so easy. It's kind of uninteresting at this point. We're just like, oh, attack, attack, attack,
'Cause
attack, attack, attack.
They put all that fucking moon dust and shit out there, and you wanna have to use it.
Exactly.
Like you want to be like, if I go in to fight this werewolf or whatever without my moon dust or whatever, my moon bombs.
Yeah, and my oils,
whatever.
and I'm gonna get my potions ready
Yeah.
and set
And if
traps.
I don't do
and-
all that stuff, I'm gonna get just fucking worked.
exactly. That's why I'm playing on as hard as
Yeah,
I can.
but it's still
even-
not doing it. Eh?
I am using all that stuff, but
Yeah.
it's so there's a skill point in the game that makes. Remember, you can eat and drink to kind of give you a little heal buff for 20 seconds. There's a thing you can take, a skill that makes it last 20 minutes.
Oh shit!
And so
Game changer.
Yeah, no, that's made it really easy because
Yeah.
I'm always at full health, and even in combat, my health is always going up. It's like I always have Swallow, the regeneration potion on.
When you got to the difficulty part where it said you don't regenerate vitality by meditating, I was immediately like, well, that's fucked. I wouldn't play this.
Turn it
mode.
down,
No,
turn it down,
yeah,
turn it down.
turn it down, Matt. But it's not so bad.
It's not bad at all. That's MVP right there. That talent, take that talent, easy game. It's very good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, we've seen so many boobs.
It's true. There's a lot of boobs. In there.
Yeah.
I saw a pair of boobs today when you were at that party with the masks.
Yep.
And that chick just randomly walked by with no clothes
Didn't
on.
know she was there. I think that might have been a bug because I've never seen just a random naked lady walk through that party before. And on our stream today, a random naked lady just walked through that party. I'm like, oh, hey, what? Okay, see you later.
Oh, you're at the mask party.
Yeah, the one with Triss, one of a couple mask parties.
I guess so. Because there's one in the DLC, right?
Yeah, with Shawnee.
Can you do that yet? Because you don't have to do that at the end.
No, and I think you need to be about level 30, they recommend. And I'm going to do it earlier because that first part of the DLC, you get a wish, and one of the wishes can be help me not fuck up the main quest, which I think is really interesting. Help me
Oh,
find
yes.
Ciri, basically.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Found her.
Found the naked lady?
Siri.
Oh.
Right there.
Oh. How do they spell that, Siri?
S-I-R-I.
Yes.
That's not. This is Ciri, short for Cirilla. All right. She's my daughter. She's very cool.
Then it should
Not
be
a great
Sura.
not a
Sorry.
great Witcher, but
She's not your daughter.
Little-
she's my daughter. Oh, he even calls her his
Girl.
daughter. Yeah, exactly. Girl. We hunting monsters.
Girl. You cray.
There's a thing in the beginning of that game I never realized where if you replay it, all the first scenes with Siri for some reason, it's like the voice acting director told them that they were gonna be like shouting over a storm or something, but they're not. So one dude's just like, it's her and the Baron. So the Baron's like, oh, I need to find my wife and daughter or whatever, and she's like, okay, I'll see if I can find. Like she's just screaming that entire scene, and it's really fucked up.
The Baron stuff's so good.
Yeah, it is.
I might watch you play that whole game.
It ended the same way it did for me the first time, which I was sort of bummed about because the choices are very indirect, where the choice of whether the Baron lives or not is whether you kill the tree, I think, which initially like
The tree with those witches?
Yeah, the ghost
Like
tree.
the swamp witches?
The witches send you to kill the tree, and
Right.
you either do or don't. But like that choice doesn't come back for like hours. So it's and it's never made clear unless you have, say, a stream chat to be like, oh, you fucked up, Baron's dead. Like
Yeah.
what? What do you mean? What?
And then you don't find out the Baron's dead for a couple hours?
Yeah,
Yeah.
great game.
It's a great game.
Anybody, you got anything else that they want to bring up, do, see, live? None of that?
Nope.
All right, well, let's go for a break and empty our bladders. We'll be back here on the other side of this musical break.
That's not our break music.
Yeah, I like thought long and hard after watching like an hour of your first playthrough, and I thought real hard about getting back in.
You should.
but I don't want to.
It's so good.
I don't have as much time as you, and I don't.
Want to play a game you've already played?
Yeah, I don't want to play a game I've already played for over
Arch.
50 hours.
Oh, is he?
Arch, yeah, Art's there. And so is Wild there. Hey, gang, sorry, I don't have Nightbot going, and I see none of the regulars let you know, but when we're doing the podcast, because it's an audio podcast that goes up on iTunes, I don't really look at the chat all that much. Sorry I missed you there, boys. How's she going? Art, how are you? Oh, yeah, and Wild Doer is...
Did he say something? I don't see anything. Oh, there he is. What up?
It would be
fellas?
interesting. I was thinking that exact same thing, Wild. It'd be interesting to play Witcher 3 with eye tracks on. Yeah, I was thinking that exact same thing, because there are a lot of characters where I'm like, I hope everyone on stream thinks I'm looking at the subtitles.
Oh no, Twitch, you're making me log in again. I don't know what my fucking password is.
No.
I live my life. But for you.
Alright, Twitch, let's see if I remember my password on the first try. Yay! We did it, team.
Good job, Kev.
It helps that I've changed almost every password that I know into one password. That way, if somebody
That's
hacks
not
me,
secure.
then I'll just lose everything at once. I'm sure that's not a problem.
Fuck it. What the fuck is going on?
That's a tad dangerous. I live my life dangerously, quarter mile at a time.
Quarter mile at a time.
Where?
I should watch those again.
Yeah. I feel like we should have a podcast watching party where we stream our reactions of watching the entire Fast and Furious series.
Let's do it. I'm in.
I can give you one right now. This is stupid.
Who is this guy?
Warren likes bad movies.
Yeah.
It's true. I do like bad movies.
So I don't
Not
know.
those bad movies.
So I don't know why you won't get on board with this.
5 was pretty good.
5, 6, 7, 8. All great.
I didn't like 6 that much.
Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
6 wasn't as good as 5.
The only thing I can think of 8 of.
5 made me drive the fastest I've ever driven in my life. In my 97
Yep.
Cavalier on Highway 21 coming back from the movie in Sherwood Park between Y Road and Baseline. Or between Baseline and Y Road, I got that sumbitch up to 180.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it was literally fucking...
That's scary,
That's
man.
probably good enough.
Like, oh, it's about to take
Because
off.
it's a standard, too. So I fucking just like... I hit that and I'm like... fucking...
Making the fucking noises with his mouth.
Yep.
Do they drive Of course they drive standards Fast and Furious.
You gots to,
I was
baby.
gonna say I think I can like distinctly remember a CGI like shifter going down into a gear train or something like
Oh yeah, that
doing all that stuff.
Turns
The
into a
very
minigun.
the very first one has a lot of that where it's like the guy like shifts and then it goes like through the camera goes like through the exhaust and comes out the fucking nos in the other end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the NOS.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they do that every time in that first movie.
I'm not afraid of danger.
Not every time, but at least once.
Danger's my middle name.
Danger is my middle name.
I laughed at your good thing, too. The Trailer Park Boys.
Which?
I don't think I ever put that together, that he also kind of says, good.
Go ahead. Oh, Conky.
Yeah.
He does it exactly like a good.
Idiot! Bless that man and his
Yeah.
puppet.
Oh, it's so great.
Fuck, new season should be coming out soon.
Yeah.
Just came out
They're-
like a month and a half ago, 2
They're
months ago.
slowly
No, that's
losing
the-
me the more I.
That was the Made in the Out of the Park one.
Nope.
That one doesn't count.
No. There was a full season that just came out.
That's fucking
In April.
That is.
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious. I'm not even lying to you.
Warren was watching something. I can guarantee you that.
It just came out.
That
Right.
was the one where they got real jobs, right?
Nope. Beer is all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Thank you. They make
Freedom 35.
they make some kind of beer apparently.
Yeah.
You can buy that beer, so I'll assume they make their own beer.
Oh
called
yeah,
Freedom
yeah,
35.
yeah.
Yeah,
Bubbles.
it's
Yeah.
certain. Like it's not bad, but those first 3 seasons,
It's-
season 3 specifically
I
has a
fell
charm
off
that
the
is
most
just
recent one.
mwah.
Isn't that the same one though that Julian got his job at, like the mall as the security guard? I thought that was the same season.
Mall?
Maybe?
Yeah,
The mall or the ball?
the mall.
I think
I
it
definitely
was.
haven't.
I think
Yeah,
it is.
it's
the
going
same
to be a
one.
newer one.
Was that really in April?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that means it's gonna be another like 8 months till another season.
Yep. And they got some splaining to do.
About things that happened, or like about
No,
like,
the Leahy being not
oh
around.
yes,
You know what
of
my
course.
theory is?
Of course.
Not to derail this whole podcast for fucking Trailer Park Boys fan
Let's do
speculation
it!
theory.
Yeah!
But
He's not dead.
you know, at the very end of this might be a spoiler. You know
At
the
the very
thing
end
that
of the
happens
most
at the
recent?
I sort
very
of
end
don't
of the
care.
season.
I sort of it's fine.
With
There-
Ricky, you're
it's
talking about
fine.
that thing?
No, like the very last scene
Can't
where
believe
they're
I'm all about
Trailer
the
Park
journey.
where the
Boys
thing happened
has
and
like
it's
spoilers.
they did that.
It does.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
does.
think the next season is going to be one of those.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant show. First 3 seasons,
funny.
holy fuck, some of the best television. Season 4, pretty good. Pretty good. They're starting to.
I really like 7, 6, whichever one is the one with Sebastian Bach and the train. That's a good season.
yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
got
I
there
think
yet.
that was 7. 4 was great just because 4 had Steve French.
They told me
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to swear here, but I can tell you guys are ready to see some fucking trains. Crickets.
All right, that sounds pretty good.
It's great. It's great. Sebastian Bach is fucking.
Is Sebastian
Perfect.
Bach like a legit model
I don't
train
think so.
enthusiast?
No.
It's like Skid Row's,
Yeah.
Yes,
Sebastian Bach.
the-
Okay,
Yeah.
not the Johan.
Every time I see one of the
Swayze.
one of the episodes was him in, I'm like, fuck, what band was he in again? And I can never remember.
There's also a guy in that season who is also in the competitive train league against Sebastian Bach.
Competitive.
Oh yeah, and
Whose
his
name
name
is
was Patrick
Patrick
Swayze.
And at the beginning of every episode, they have to put up, this is not the Patrick Swayze. It's just another guy with the same name. And then I think Patrick Swayze died like the year that season came out too.
Yeah.
So it was like,
I mean, on the plus side, they don't have to put up the disclaimer anymore.
it's true.
Does
Man's
the
dead.
green bastard ever come back?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Couple
we,
times.
We only got a taste of him, but he's great. You all right, Corey? Actually, I don't give a fuck.
Fucking hammer on you.
Oh man, we should build a wrestling ring. Let's
Wouldn't be
get
hard. Couple
No.
mattresses.
Let's do it. Think all the
I've broken a mattress or two in my day,
Think all
slamming
that.
Andy on it,
wrestling.
and it was Brando's.
Everyone
So-
fucking took that to be a sex thing, and then
know.
you went right
That's
into it.
That's why I had to just keep going.
Broken a
There's no
mattress
way.
or two in my day.
see.
Slamming Andy on it.
I had to just wrap that up. Good.
It was a box,
World's
box,
strongest slam, baby.
that
box
joke,
spring.
Cracked that box spring. Never saw it coming.
that joke went a lot of ways. I got a crack box spring at home. It happens, especially when you move a lot,
Especially when you fucking slam someone on it.
especially when you slam someone on it. Yeah,
I'm gonna do that to Andy this weekend.
just slam the shit out of them. All right,
Onto our couch one, and then it'll break.
Give
It'll
us-
break.
give him a stunner.
I don't know if we
It'll
have a
fucking
piece
break.
of furniture in that living room that isn't fucking broken.
We'll give him a stunner after. Speaking of wrestling, Warren, why WWE2? Let me start again. Because you have to say WWE as fast as you can. Speaking of wrestling, Warren, WWE 2K19 is too soon. It won't be on Switch.
Oh no!
I got some. Well, so 2K18 was on Switch.
Oh really? I didn't even know.
Yeah, it actually came out on Switch
'Kay.
like in the summer. This game's out in October. I pulled the story because do you think 2K18 ran so shitty? So 2K18 runs bad on powerful consoles, the Xbox
Right.
One, the PS4. Even on my PC at home, it runs like total fucking shit. I can't even imagine what it runs like on the Switch. You think 2K19? Do you think this is like an early indicator of like, oh, this game performs exactly as bad, maybe worse, maybe so bad we aren't even going to put it on the Switch this time?
I don't know why they wouldn't put it on the Switch if all things being equal, why they wouldn't be like, let's put it on this console. We know we've ported 18 on there. We know we've got the relationships built. We know the tech. Let's just put it on, unless it wasn't exactly that, where it's like, oh fuck, the Switch literally can't run this game.
Who are you kidding? They don't give two fucks about whether or not their game runs on a console. I bet you they sell the exact same amount of WWE games every year.
And that therein lies the problem with why WWE games never really get any better.
Yeah.
Is because people buy them every year, regardless of how bad they are, unless you're doing it for journalistic purposes like Warren.
Well, of course, for the podcast.
My question is, did they say 100% not going to happen, or it's not going to happen when the other ones launch, and maybe somewhere down the line we'll throw it on the Switch like what they did with 18?
I'm not totally clear on how that breaks down.
Well, and the only reason that they threw it on later with 18 was because the Switch wasn't a thing when the first
That's
one
correct,
came
yeah.
out. So.
No,
Is that true?
Yeah, the Switch came out. The Switch would have been out and it came out in October. Is that right? So it would have been out, I think, like right after.
Yeah, right after.
Or right around.
So I guess, yeah.
I don't know. To your question, Warren, I don't know. They don't go into the details quite enough in this story.
Because I know that they usually delay the PC release for that game.
Yeah, so
that
maybe.
it doesn't come out at the same time as the console. I don't know if that's different this year or not. I hope it isn't, because I'm getting it on PC this year. But
it's probably the best place to play it.
Because I can stream it and it doesn't fucking automatically turn off the music, which is cool.
And it automatically turns off the music? What?
If I stream it on Xbox,
yeah,
it won't play any of the music by itself.
What? Really?
Wow.
The Xbox itself does it? It's not like Twitch doing it after the fact, you mean? It's not muting the VOD
But no, like if you're watching it live, it won't play any music.
But you still have like
But I'm hearing it
you
on
still
my
have
end.
game sound. You still have like wrestlers hitting the mat and shit.
And
That's
I'm hearing
insane.
it and singing it, but it won't play it.
That sucks.
Yep.
That's weird.
That's a weird way.
And
to
I
get
didn't know
around
it did
that
it for the
DMCA.
longest time until I watched.
They're going to do that to Rock Band one day.
Yeah.
We're not even going to be able to do it live.
Probably. That sucks.
We'll find a way around that.
Yep.
Did you guys see the trailer for the Ronda Rousey DLC?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Did,
It's
yeah.
very good.
I like Ronda Rousey. In
Yeah, me
spite
too.
of myself not liking wrestling really right now, I like Ronda Rousey quite a bit.
Yep.
She's been in the ring, what, twice?
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
On
yeah.
TV, anyway.
On TV, okay. Was she at, like, Best Royal Rumble or whatever that thing was called?
No, she's worked a couple house shows. Like the
No.
Madison Square Garden one, she worked a match. And
Women were not allowed to work that show.
yes.
I thought
No.
that was the big
absolutely
thing
not.
that, like, oh, we have our first women's rumble ever in
no,
Saudi Arabia. Or Oh.
They had the first women's rumble ever at the Royal Rumble.
It was a big deal that they let women attend the event.
Oh.
Yeah, W with a guy.
Well,
Yeah.
some parts of the world. What can I say?
Also,
Yep.
Sami Zayn wasn't allowed
Because
because
he's
he has
ginger.
Iranian descent or something.
I'm rolling my eyes
And Finn Balor
for those
couldn't-
listening at home.
And Finn Balor couldn't wear his gay pride stuff.
So fucking stupid.
Yep.
There was also one. I don't know if this was related to that, but there was one wrestler who isn't even Iranian, but he had an Iranian gimmick,
Ah, yeah.
and that he had to come out with a Twitter thing saying,
Being like, I'm a character.
"Hey, just so you know, I'm playing a character," and it was like WWE like retweeted it, and like they said straight up, like, "This is a character. This is all a show. Please stop sending
It
death
was
threats."
Davari, I think.
Yeah, it was. What is Sami Zayn's descent? It wasn't. Is it? I
I think so.
Yeah.
Arabic or something.
I can't remember where he's.
At the risk of being offensive,
Syrian?
Yeah.
that place
Syrian.
sounds
I
so
think he's
discriminatory that it probably didn't fucking matter.
No,
Yeah.
it was
oh,
definitely
his-
a country that they were at conflict with.
Here's a picture of his great grandfather holding hands with another
Sure.
man. Sorry, he's not allowed in the country. Like, what? Come on. Hot take.
Cool.
Don't take wrestling to those places.
Yeah.
Probably fair. Hey, man, they're going to Australia in October. That's going to be a great show.
Yeah,
Wrestling-
totally.
That's going to be a great show.
In a lot of political ways, wrestling is a very bad thing. Like
It's true.
the company of WWE.
It's true.
The whole big football thing that Vince McMahon is doing to be like the conservative branch of the football. Be like, we're not going to make it about athletes and their right to protest. We're gonna.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be
It's
something.
It's gonna be even a bigger gong show than the first time around. I think
Yeah.
somehow.
Yep.
It's
It's a weird thing because
you're not allowed to have a criminal record and play in our league.
well, there goes all your league. It's a weird thing that like wrestling is so non-PC in some ways and is very like racist and discriminatory. And here wrestling is being like, oh no, you're too PC for this play. You need to get these people out of here. It's so
Yep,
fucked.
they're very
it's
willing.
a sharp contrast.
They're very willing to adapt to whoever is giving them the big bucks.
Almost like
Yep.
numbers are down. They need
Yep.
they need a more audience.
I haven't watched wrestling. in a
I'm
really long time.
sidetracked.
Raw
Yeah,
did the
it's-
worst number it's done in 4 years this week.
this week.
Wow.
I
Now's the
watched-
time to buy the stock.
I watched this week. Yeah, it seemed fine.
Part of the problem.
It's just. Hey, you know how they've been putting Skyrim on everything?
Mm-hmm.
There was an interview with Todd Howard this week, and actually he was doing a speech. In his speech, he says, even now, the amount of people who play Skyrim 7 years later, millions of people every month are playing that game. If you want us to stop remastering it, stop buying it.
That's a great line.
That made me laugh.
That
Yeah.
is a great
That's
line.
a great
Absolutely.
line.
Todd Howard getting up there, fucking telling it like it is.
Yeah. Who want, like, I guess someone might want them to stop remastering it, but that person who wants them to stop remastering it probably owns a remaster of it.
Oh, it's true. I think that person who wants them to stop remastering it probably thinks that, like,
It's the same team.
yeah, you guys are wasting your time on this. You should be working on Starfield or whatever.
Whatever the fuck that game is.
Yeah, this thing has been remastered so many times over and over that, like, I'm pretty sure they just probably put, like, just fill out the new, like, console thing. It's
Yep.
probably just the thing you type.
Was there like a recent new remaster? Is that why everyone's up in arms? Or?
Switch would have been the last one. I think.
Oh, okay.
Switch. Well, and then that mobile
And then it
thing
immediately
came to
sold very
phone.
well.
Yeah. Currently, it exists on Xbox 360, PS3, Xbox One, PS4, PC, PSVR, Vive, Oculus Rift, Nintendo Switch, and you are able to emulate it on phones if you have one powerful enough.
Also Alexa.
Oh, also
Yes.
that. Well,
and
that's a different game.
Smart
but
toilets.
I want a toilet that can play Skyrim. I want to yell "Fusro dies." I poop.
That's the first thing we asked our maintenance man. He's like, "We're giving you
Can
a
we
new
get one of
toilet.
them Skyrim
Does
joints?
it play Skyrim?"
This some bitch got a bidet on it.
You guys should have got a bidet.
It's the way to
You
live.
should have been. No, we'll pay the overhead. Just
Yeah,
you install it. We'll go
Fucking
buy
put
it.
that thing in there. It's the way to live, man.
Can you get like a toilet / bidet combo, or is it always
Ooh.
separate?
That might be gross.
I think it's
don't
always
know.
separate. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You can
'cause
get
you
'em.
don't want.
You can get them. Japan's got them.
Can you?
Well, Japan's got everything, so that's not.
They play
I'm not
music
even
too.
convinced that's a real place yet.
Hook it up to your phone,
I haven't
Bluetooth.
seen it.
Play some music. It heats the seats too.
Oh, geez.
They got their toilet technology. They're fucking leagues above us, man.
I'm
They're
reading
living in the goddamn old days.
I'm reading an X-Men comic right now where they're currently trying to sink Japan.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad it was
Like it's
like
a
they're trying
the
to sink
X-Men
the
are trying
island.
to
No,
sink
no.
floating island. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the bad guys. Okay.
The bad guys are trying to sink Japan. I was like, huh. I wonder.
How are they trying to sink it at the risk of opening this can of worms?
I don't.
What do you
It's
just like
probably some
put a
sort of
lot of-
space-bound laser or something.
put a lot of weights on the
Yeah, you just move everyone to one side, and then the thing tips like the Titanic.
teeter totter. Speaking of Switch, Warframe's coming to the Switch. I know nobody here really cares about Warframe, but a lot of people in the world do apparently. What can I tell you about it? So I guess when Warframe comes to new consoles, they do a thing where they don't have crossplay, and they don't have like your account, your progress on the PC doesn't. You can't just pick that up on the PS4, and no cross progression. But I guess they give you a one-time account migration. So one time, if you want to move everything to the Switch, you'll be able to do that. A lot of people like Warframe. A lot of people. It's very big in a way that I feel like I never hear about.
I played Warframe before it got good, and therefore never played it again.
I look back in every now and again, but it's like it feels like jumping into like World of Warcraft at this point. It's just like there's so much of it now. They're just like I don't even know where to start. What close.
Yes,
Uh,
I think it's crazy that the Switch is getting all this stuff.
yeah.
Like that when they made the
bring
Switch,
bring it
yeah.
on over. Come
They're
on.
like, we'll take it all.
Yeah.
we'll take sure. Warframe, Fortnite, yeah, all of it.
Warframe 2's great. Also, it's free to play.
2K18, not 2K19.
Not 2K19. 2K20. It's free to play as well, so I might actually... That might be enough, like, I don't know, being able to play it. I never go anywhere, but if one day I want to, being able to play Warframe there could be cool.
Yeah, my Switch is not like now I can play it on the bus or something. It's, now I can play it on the chair in the living room instead of where my console is.
Yeah, mine's it's not a portable console. I actually super glued mine to the dock. It doesn't even come off.
Sure. Sometimes you just take the whole thing, though. Run an
if you-
extension cord wherever
If you need to, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You remember, you remember Dead Space?
Yes, I love Dead Space.
So did I, actually. I really like the first two games. That was made by a studio called Visceral from EA. Amy Hennig went to work there. Oh, this would have been a couple years ago now. She was doing her 1313 thing, or was it called Star Wars 1313? 15, 15?
It was definitely 13.
13.
That's what
Okay.
you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, she was working on whatever that was, and I think that got shuttered. She came over to Visceral. She left Visceral in January. She was working on a Star Wars project that it's kind of been her story for like the last 5 years. She's somewhere working on some story-driven Star Wars project. She was doing this one at Visceral and left in January. And Patrick Soderlund, he's the CEO of EA. He kind of got into talking about this game. He says, what is it here? They're looking to pivot the design of this game. Amy Hennig got up. So the reason this whole thing came up is she's putting a team together, I guess, an indie team, 15 people starting their own thing. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about Star Wars. She says the Vancouver studio is working on something pretty different. And she also describes the project as being on the shelf, but says it's really not. You know, once you go more open world, it's such a different game to the one we were making. So, do you remember... Would have been a few months ago now. There was a big thing from Patrick Soderlund about infinite experiences, and we had a very similar statement from Ubisoft about how we want to get away from single player. We think single player games are dying. We want games as a service. We're going to have infinite experiences. We're going to have the Assassin's Creed style of we can add to the map. We can just keep it going forever.
Right.
And everyone went, "Oh my God, EA hates single player games. This is terrible," and lost their minds. This is kind of where that has sort of ended
They're doing
up.
it again?
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like they've taken, and this is very just reading between the lines from like one interview, but it sounds like they've taken what was maybe a tight story-driven game and are trying to expand it into a broader experience.
Yeah.
Are trying to put the open world flavor on it for better or for worse.
I don't... Like, is it just that these, like, little tight 12-hour story-driven things, are they just not profitable by comparison
I guess
to
not.
a degree where no one wants to make them anymore? Because it is kind of frustrating when you get excited for games like this one where it's like, oh yeah, something where they can put all their resources into really polishing,
Very cinematic.
yeah,
and-
something really cool that doesn't get kind of bogged down by all this extra stuff, and then someone comes in and they're like, no, you need that extra stuff.
What are people going to do for 500 hours?
Yeah. It's like, well, I just wanted 12 good hours, really.
Yeah. I wonder, personally, I think it's a combination of like the value proposition of people, especially now where you've got games like Skyrim and The Witcher and these games that you're going into spending 400 or 500 hours on.
Yeah.
People, it's hard to compare.
How much bang for my buck am I
Exactly.
getting?
It's hard to be like, well, that's an 8-hour game for $60. Like, which one am I going to pick? Clearly the 500-hour one. And also, if you have these living games that never end, you can sell a lot of DLC. You can sell a lot more content. Look at what Destiny is doing.
But even these living games that never end always end.
yeah, it's
They
true.
just
It's
advertise them as not ending.
True. It's true. Like World of Warcraft is, well, it's not even the longest. EverQuest is like the best example of that. They just released an EverQuest expansion like a month ago.
Like even Destiny's cycle before you're buying an entirely new game seems to be, 4 years?
4 years or 3 years?
Might be 3 years, yeah.
I think it was 3. But yeah, exactly
Like-
the same. Of like, no, we didn't get the 10 years. Remember, they were like, oh, Destiny's going to be a 10-year thing.
Yeah.
And you're going to buy Destiny, and then you're going to buy like parts to it. And
Right. And I don't think Destiny 2 is going to be either. I don't think that was just
No.
Destiny 1. We kind of missed what we were going for in Destiny 1. Destiny 2, we're going to be able to bolt everything out on.
2014, the first one came out.
Yeah.
the last
I sure
one came out
remember it 'cause it was my game of the year.
17, 18, 17? I don't
Definitely not 18.
No,
It was
17.
17, yeah, okay.
We're in 18.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm with you, but
Yeah.
I think we're very in the minority these days of like, just give me like those old. Like I remember the old like 12-hour dope ass stories.
I feel like I need to go to every like young child getting into video games and give them a copy of BioShock and be like, just play this.
This is all you need. This is all you need.
Just play this.
Yeah, even Infinite, right? Infinite
Even
didn't
it-
have this
yeah.
crazy sprawl. Well, like it was more open,
It's a
but
sprawling concept.
yeah, you're still no. It used to be every game needed multiplayer. Remember,
Mm.
there was a long time where it's like just the what's the Capcom game with the Tiang, like Lost Planet.
Oh, yeah.
and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like the grapple hook's cool, I guess, but like, what is this multiplayer component that they feel?
Even like Gears of War and stuff, which were like games, like I think they did it well,
Yeah.
but it was just like, it was something where it was like, oh, this is a single player shooter campaign that they let you be another player in because they probably didn't want to sell it without being able to have two people play it at once.
And there was like competitive multiplayer. In
Sure,
those Gears.
yes, you're right.
Yeah, but like Metal Gear 4, great example. That thing had a whole fucking separate Metal Gear Online client and.
Assassin's Creed is a game that comes to mind when you guys are talking about that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I Although I really like the Brotherhood online when they first announced, hey, Brotherhood's gonna have some online shit. I'm like, well, how and why?
This franchise was never a franchise. I needed to have multiplayer.
Yeah.
And like the most fun I had with it was playing with my one buddy, and we would literally just play private matches with just us and try and hide, and like that was the only. It wasn't real matchmaking; it was just us playing, right?
Yeah. But we've gotten away from like everything needs a multiplayer to everything needs an open world, and everything has a map, and there's going to be some mechanic where it's a tower or it's a bird or it's a thing, and you go and discover part of the map.
And it needs to be
Witcher, it's the signposts,
expansions that we can bolt on.
Yeah,
kind of like that new Halo game that's going to come down the pipe. Hey,
exactly like
whatever that
Halo
thing
game,
is.
probably.
Yeah,
it's going to be open world, and it's going to go on forever.
It's going to be a MOBA. Every Master Chief is going to level up to level 15 by the end of it, and
Sounds great.
I'd kind of.
But even like I don't even mind. I guess I do kind of mind because I don't want I want those tight experiences we're talking about. But even when we talk about The Witcher, I don't mind that at all when it's like, oh, this is just a big world.
Yeah,
but it's not a world that I need to interact on a multiplayer level with. It's not a world where I need to go out and buy these expansion packs just to stay with the game, like there's story DLC and stuff. I don't mind a big 50-hour single-player experience. I just don't want everything to turn into like Destiny, where it's like, oh, well, we just thought everyone would have to be together in this one world, and we could sell you season passes and dances and emotes. Yeah,
and it's very like a lot of them feel tacked on. There's definitely a way to do it. There's definitely a way, like we've seen the Elder Scrolls and the Fallouts and the Witchers of the world. There's a way to do that and have it feel very bespoke and interesting. And then I'll say every Assassin's Creed before Origin, and I wasn't even that crazy about Origin, has pretty much been a super uninteresting. Like, the most interesting thing you're going to find in an Assassin's Creed open world is, like, a side mission where you get to tail the guy and stay inside the circle or stay out of the circle or whatever. And a lot of that feels super tacked on.
And for me, a lot of it is, like, you have to, like, pick your game of that size for, like, the year.
Yeah.
Because I can count, like, I can't think of very many times where I played 2 big 50-hour games in a 6-month period and wasn't just burnt out at some point. Like, I need to mix in like a Hollow Knight, or I need to mix in a BioShock, or something where it's like, hey, I can sit down 3 times and then feel like I accomplished something because I beat this game, not, well, I'm going to need probably 5 sittings just to fill out the map.
Yeah, like I got a budget. Okay, if I really work at it, I can probably fill out this part of the map today.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I don't know. This is EA. Every time they make a statement like that and everybody freaks out, they always back way up from it. They're like, no, single player's still good. We're still going to do single players. We love single player.
No one else is going to be. You're not even going to see anyone else. Just you.
It's just a tiny map. 1 hour game. Is that what you want? 60 hours, 1 hour.
That's right. You know, lightsaber? Here's a training dummy.
Oh, I'd love a lightsaber. I guess we'll find out. This game will never come out, just like everything else Amy Hennig has ever touched. Hasn't had a game release since... did she work on Last of Us? No. Since Uncharted, probably.
Yeah, it was Uncharted 3.
I'd have to check 4, I think.
4? Did she do 4?
Yeah.
I thought she might have been gone before 4.
I'd have to look and see if she had credits on Last of Us or not. But she's kind of got a curse. Maybe she is the curse.
Maybe. Hey, maybe she just wants to make the games that we want.
Yeah, and
no one else will have it. Yeah.
Podcast at TalkingReckless.com is an email address where you can drop these bangers on the subreddit. That's r/TalkingReckless. I pulled 2. It was a very short amount of time since we recorded last, and it was a slow news week, and I think we might have answered both of these questions fairly recently. We'll find out. Kevin, why don't you read this first one from Rhino Pork?
Rhino Pork writes in, last week when you were talking out games streaming to consoles got me thinking, how do you think this will affect people with internet caps? I have an internet cap, but have never hit it, but could see myself hitting the cap if I have to stream every game I play. Thoughts?
You guys you're fucked. I don't like
internet
caps suck. I don't know like what happens if you stream Netflix now, right? What happens if you are streaming HD stuff like that?
Like me and Warren's internet, I feel like we have our internet right on the fucking cusp of what we need, which is good because then it makes you feel like you're getting like the proper bang for your buck. Like every now and then when we get everything going, Warren's PC is going and I'm watching Netflix, every now and then it'll run into a little buffer situation. But that just makes me think like, okay, we're right up against it. We're getting every goddamn dollar we're paying for.
But this isn't talking about speed, though, is it? It's talking about your
not.
monthly allotment of internet gigs.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A bandwidth cap is like how much data you
Right.
can
Yeah,
have,
which
for
we
the
have
month.
unlimited on ours.
It's true. And here's a fun tip: if you live in Canada and your ISP calls you and says, "Oh, you're over your bandwidth cap," you say, "No, I'm not. Those legally don't exist here." Click. Goodbye. They will always try to upsell you on, "Hey, do you want unlimited bandwidth?" The worst you will get here in Canada is a phone call that says, "Stop over your bandwidth cap, or we'll cut off your service." Legally, they can't. It's a bunch of bullshit. So don't fall for it. It makes me insane.
PSA for the
it makes
day.
me insane because Shaw, which is the company I use here in Edmonton, automatically rolled me up one time. And I'm like, "Oh, why is it an extra like $6 a month? What the fuck?" I'm like, whatever, it just must be a thing, but kept happening every time. So eventually they finally phone. I'm like, "What is this extra $6?" They're like, "Oh, we upgraded you to the no bandwidth thing." I'm like, "Oh yeah, like did you phone me? Did I sign off on this? Like, was I drunk?" They're like, "Oh no, it's just an automatic feature. When we see you go over your cap, we upgrade you, and if you make a big enough stink, you get half off your internet for the next 2 years."
Baby.
Fuck them, man. They will bend you over with. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. They're
Take a look
terrible.
at
They're
our
gonna
fucking phone plans up
Oh.
here.
We just
Garbage.
there was a
It's
report today,
offensive.
and this is totally off topic, but there was a report today that Canada pays the most for data of any country in the world for
Really?
cell phones.
Yep.
Wow.
It's bad.
Yeah.
They own everything.
We've got good speeds and no caps for the most part throughout most of Canada, so we're not too bad off.
Yeah, I think we should be okay. But yeah, that would suck. I could see that being a real bad time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really understand how the streaming works, but once, like, if you're streaming a game, you stream the game. Doesn't it still download to your computer, so you don't have to start over the next time you play?
No, so this style of streaming is the game is running on a PC in China or whatever. I am literally just streaming the video output to me.
Oh,
It's the kind of streaming that PlayStation Now does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's basically.
And is that the only thing that does it? Really?
It was like, remember On Live? I think
kind
it was
of.
kind of service like that.
Google's the one that's supposedly thinking about doing this with
Yeah.
their supposed
Well,
potential
everybody is thinking about doing it.
console.
The whole next generation of consoles, whatever that means, and if there is a next generation, a lot of thought says it might be going this way. It might be a little tiny box.
I mean, it'll be the same explosion that happened when they're like always online, so it's not going to happen.
But it's like even worse
though.
because it's like people being like, "Oh, not only can I like not use any of the features in this game because I'm not online, but I can't even like see the title screen." Like,
Yeah, no, you will literally have to be online to
Yeah.
stream that content. Hopefully, by the time that happens, like we have had a good long look at things like bandwidth caps and like speed limits and pricing around all of that. I know that it is like especially fucked in the States. We do okay here in Canada. Some parts of the world do all right. Some places it's real bad. It's real bad.
they're still working on throttling the bandwidth down in the States, aren't they?
Yeah, is net neutrality dead? I don't know. Hopefully not, but it's a real tire fire.
Let's move to Canada.
Yeah, everybody's
We
welcome.
don't want you all. We have too many people.
Fit in or fuck off.
Brandon, I want you to hear this one from Trevin.
Okay. I posed this question in the Discord the other day, so I figured I'd ask you as well. I've been playing Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag recently. Yeah. And I have very quickly remembered why I never finished this game the first time around. I am terrible at the ship combat. So my question today is this. Have there been any game that you guys played and may even really enjoy that you have not been able to complete due to your being bad at a certain mechanic or part of the game? Thanks for all the laughs on my commute to work.
I can't think of one, to be honest.
I'll hate finish a game sometimes. If I suck at it, I'll just be like, no, I've put too much fucking time into this thing that I'll finish it. I probably won't enjoy it, but I'm gonna fucking finish this piece of shit.
I'm trying to think of like specific mechanics. If they made me play a lot of Gwent in The Witcher, there might be a part
Oh,
where I'm
come
like,
on.
"Fuck
Stuff that
this."
you have to interact with.
Yeah.
Bad inventory management has thrown me off a game where I was like, I would totally play this if there was just no inventory and I had everything that I wanted.
I'm trying to think if there's ever a game that I've like, I just can't do this part of it. Like I'm just no good at triple triad.
Right.
I can't play, I guess.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't say that. I was gonna say the newest Assassin's Creed for me, but that's more so I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I wasn't good at it. It's just that I didn't like the combat system.
Usually, if I put my mind to something and bang my head against it enough, I'll get over
You'll
the
get over
hump.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Trevin, the ship combat is not that hard. Like, you can do it, brother.
It's pretty.
You can do it.
It's pretty doable.
Just dial down the difficulty.
And can you not
Play it on
just
easy.
jump? Can you jump off your ship and just jump on their ship as an assassin and just like, oh, kill everyone?
I think you have to like
Get in
get
close.
it into a like sync state.
Okay, there are
kind
some.
of,
You
yeah.
do do some ship battles.
You get the health down, and then it like hits a point where it's like, oh, we throw your fucking.
You can't just like, okay, before he even sees me, I'm just gonna swim
Approach
over
underwater.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swim over
Yeah.
and like solid snake break everyone's neck.
Fucking like welding out to the bottom of the boat.
Sorry, Kev, did you have any?
The only one that really happened for me was, and this game is old. It's Sid Meier's Pirates. I don't know if any of you ever played that game.
I have.
But I don't really remember how it worked, but there was a mechanic in it where every time a certain event happened, I think it might have been like you win a sword duel or something. There was a mechanic where that you would get a pop-up that says, hey, you're doing really good on this difficulty. Would you like to go up to the next difficulty? And I kept clicking yes because I was fucking rocking the game and playing really good. But there wasn't a mechanic to lower the difficulty once you go up.
Oh no!
So I got to a point where I was on the second highest difficulty and I was still crushing the game. And the thing popped up. It's like, hey man, you might want to consider the highest difficulty. You're doing really good.
Well,
So
I
I'm
am
like-
the highest at many things.
I'm like,
so
you're right about that.
Yep. Fucking hikes up his pants.
his
Yeah.
robe.
So I jumped up to the highest difficulty, and after that it was like, well, my entire playthrough is done because I can't do a fucking thing. I can't win the ship combat. I can't win in the duels. Like that's it. Game over. Uninstall.
Didn't you something happen with Tomb Raider? The first Tomb Raider?
Oh yeah, the first Tomb Raider I stopped playing because the way I was playing the game, I kept leveling up the trapping skills for like hunting the animals and skinning the animals.
No.
These guys you can't see it on the audio version, but their minds are blowing up right
Yeah.
now because who would do that?
Who would do
Croft leather.
Did you think you were going to be fighting a lion at the end of the
Well,
game?
no,
I'm gonna
like 'cause
trap the shit out of that
I
thing.
expected to be like skinning the animals, getting the skins, maybe upgrading my armor that way or something like that. But
You think all good video games, you should be able to put your points into anything, and
And
it
not
should
fuck
find,
anybody.
not
find
fuck
your
you
way.
up.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's
100%.
not that it fucked me up. Like I could have kept playing the game with no problem. I wasn't having any difficulty with the game. It's just there was nothing in the game that used that mechanic.
Yeah.
Like I wasted 10 levels of leveling up this stuff, and there was nothing in the game that used that mechanic. It's like, oh hey, you good job, you hunted that squirrel.
And then the combat probably gets stale because you didn't get
Yeah,
any
because you don't
different
have
kinds
any
of combat.
you don't have any of the
and-
perks. You're just
Yeah.
doing the same stuff over and over again. So
I have a good one that hit me like a bolt of lightning, and it is a game that I can't even name. It was a Mickey Mouse game
Ooh, okay.
for the Super Nintendo, and it is, I believe, a Jack and the Beanstalk kind of.
Fun and fancy free.
I think I know which one
Okay.
you're talking about.
You could say the
No,
name
I'm
of it.
looking it up now.
That's not
Yeah,
what
I was
it's
gonna say you could say the name of it right to me, and I still wouldn't be able to.
The
guarantee
Magical
that was it.
Quest.
Yeah.
That sounds about. No, that's not the one. I know what that game is.
That's some Jack and the Beanstalk shit on it.
Kingdom Hearts.
And the I
Dark
don't think that's right.
Aqua.
Keep looking. Look for other Mickey Mouse games. Anyway, and there was at the end or near the end, after you had done all these little like puzzles to get all the items to be able to go up and fight the guy, there was one of those sliding block puzzles.
Was like one block missing.
Yeah, exactly.
That.
And that looks like it.
Everyone's holding their phones up.
Mickey's, what is it? Mickey's
Ultimate Challenge.
Mickey's Ultimate Challenge.
No, not Mickey Mania.
There you go. I remember there was flying books in it too that you were trying to kill. Anyway, and that sliding block puzzle. I would have been pretty young at the time, but I remember every time I played that game, because I think I owned it, I went and got my mom and got her to do it for me.
And your mom crushed it for you?
Yeah,
Oh,
she was
shit.
fucking good at those.
Sparked off the memory. When the first Halo came on, Halo CE, friend and I were playing a co-op. We could not fucking beat the library to save our lives. The library was a goddamn nightmare. We literally handed it to my friend's dad and we're like, can you please beat this for us? We can't. It was before we kind of learned how to like cheat the respawn system of like, I'm just going to stand in the corner and we'll respawn infinitely
Right.
until everyone's dead. That was, yeah. Had to give him the controller to beat that for us.
I started playing that too, actually.
The original Halo?
The original Halo.
Oh,
I
that's
booted
on
up
the
the
goat
old
list.
Master Chief Collection.
It's on the GOAT list. I just reinstalled that.
I could not get the Goron stone when I was a young kid playing Ocarina of Time. That one, yep. Like legitimately played that game for probably a week, and you get there really quick, and I didn't know what to do.
You're in the cave?
Specifically the Lost Forest. I couldn't navigate that thing to save my fucking life. And I had to eventually once I came back to it, like I'm not even kidding, I came back to it like 6 years later when I was like 14, and I printed off like a walkthrough of that area just to let me know, because I had no idea what to do.
It was the music, right?
Yeah.
You had to listen to the
And you
music.
had to turn, and it would like boot you back out. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
This was an age before it was like, okay, Google, how do I get through the Lost Forest?
Yeah. There was a couple of things in that game. The most recent time I played it through.
Every time.
To get to the Lost Woods entrance, head north from Kakariko Village.
She knows.
Across the room, it picked it up.
There's a few things in that game where I'm like, I remember, and actually it's been happening a lot in Link to the Past too, where it's like, I remember where this is and that I need to go get it, but I don't remember how this game ever tells you where that is and that you need to go get it. Like,
now
I
that
can't
I know that.
Yeah, like
how
did I ever figure that out the first time?
There
Because
was,
I know I wasn't using the internet.
with Ocarina as well, there was a part in the water temple, which they have since. This was like when every time a new Ocarina comes, they're like, no, we fixed the water temple. There was a chest that you opened, and then behind it, there was a thing you dropped through the floor in the water temple, but you couldn't see it. You couldn't see it unless you walked around behind the chest. And I remember being stuck in that water temple for like 10 months until again.
It was a bomb wall, I think.
Was it a bomb wall? It was something behind a chest.
It was
that
like
you just had to kind of know was there.
Yeah, you did a thing and you got a chest, and I think there was a key in the chest. So you thought like, okay, this is all I could ever
Go
need
open
from
the
this
door or
room.
whatever, yeah.
But then behind the chest there's a bombable wall that leads to another chest with another key. And everyone I knew, whenever you talked about the water temple, they were always like, it just always seemed like I was one key short.
Had a friend, literally had to have a friend come over and like be like, oh no, you just go back here. Here's the key. I'm like, oh my God, I've been stuck on this game for 18 years. Like I'm 25. No, I was way younger.
I remember Phantom Ganon being the big wall I hit in that game.
Oh, because you didn't know to send the.
I think I
things
did
back?
know. I just think I didn't have the skill, the timing.
Ocarina's
As
so
a young
good.
baseball player.
Great game.
I saw there's an Ocarina. Do you know what a randomizer is?
Yep.
There's an Ocarina randomizer that just hit beta.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for the release. Oh, I'm gonna be in there.
There's a Link to the Past one too.
Yeah. The older ones, they're all like they've been around for
They've
a
been
while.
around for a while.
Link to the Past one is apparently very good.
All the fucking.
That'd be really fun though.
It just seems like it would be fun,
It'd be so fun.
but it would piss me off to the
be
point where I
so
would probably
good.
stop, because I'd be like, well, I don't know where the fuck this thing is that I need to do this next part.
you wouldn't. You wouldn't
and
know.
it works on the belief that all the randomize it will always be beatable.
If it's a good randomizer, the randomizer's built so that it will always be beatable. You'll
Right.
never get yourself in a situation where like, I don't get the hook
So
shot.
then
ever.
I think they're like Ocarina of Time is one of the games that you could randomize and I'd be okay.
So would I, but I just like it'd be like, okay, I know I need the bombs. And because it's the randomizer, I know that items can spawn in any one of these 18 places right now or
Right.
whatever. So I'm gonna go check here, and then I'm gonna go to the ranch and check the ranch.
Constantly
I'm gonna go to
thinking
here.
of all the places that you currently have access to
Yeah.
with your items.
Oh,
Yeah.
it sounds so fun. I
Yeah.
love Ocarina. I love a reason to replay. Podcast at talkingreckless.com is an email address, or drop those on the subreddit. Those are good questions. I totally thought we answered both of those before. Listen to the Sat Pod. There's
That's what I was shaking my head
there's
for.
because Sat Pod is last. Is what you're shaking your head for?
No, because there is no Sat Pod to listen to.
Ever again? Or
No,
temporarily?
just for now.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got a whole
There
dude,
might be.
209 million episodes up there in the past. It's a thing that exists. It's just a thing that because wrestling sucks, the Sat Pod is frozen for the
and
time being.
it is more than just the wrestling sucking. That doesn't help. But
I shouldn't say that there isn't one. There. By the time you're listening, just go check the satpod.podbean.com, because there might be a new one up there, not featuring either of us.
You know how you do it is you just subscribe. You just follow that on your whatever you want. I use Podcatcher on Android, and then whenever the new episode's up,
It's not dead though for
Got
anybody listening right now or whenever. It's not dead. In fact, we got some stuff coming down the pipe.
Extreme Rules was yesterday. Sapod.poppy.com. That's all I got. Brandon Lynch. God bless you, sir. Thank you for coming back. Basically the second time in a week to record this thing.
It's true.
Way less than a week.
I got home, turned around, and came back.
Yep, appreciate it. Warren Bears.
I did the same thing. You're not going to thank me?
The thanks is implied. And this is where you say, "Oh, how great to be." I'm like, "Well, thanks so much for making the time."
Got the drunkest I've ever seen you this past weekend.
This past weekend.
More drunk than bathtub
Just a
drunk?
couple days ago.
Yeah. Oh.
Yesterday.
Yes, I
Like
did.
2 days
yes.
ago.
Please forgive me in advance for in the past rather for
And you weren't wearing your big winter jacket with those pockets.
being so hungover on Sunday or Monday or
You're
whatever day I'm
coming
hungover
out
on, whichever
all of the days.
whichever day I'm hungover. My bad.
Sorry for missing that movie coming up this weekend because I'll be too hungover.
Take me out in advance. Let's go see Solo. Kevin Byer, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for coming.
Always a pleasure. And you at home, thank you. We're going to see you here 7 days, right here, right in this exact spot. It's going to be Talking Reckless 234. Brothers and sisters, we will see you then. Two. Sweet. Someone at some point during the stream said, "Oh, I just noticed the robe." And I really took a lot for me not to. Yeah, sir, we are broadcasting. You're gonna get us banned.
No nipple. We're
no
fine. There's no nipple.
You're gonna get us banned.
Just a little chest fur, that's all. I burped at the start of that podcast, so I felt like I needed to do it at the end, too.
Yeah. What do we? It's a call
Really
back. Is what we
bookend it.
cup of burps.
AKA
Holy
knock off
shit.
rock bottom.
My ass is so unbelievably sweaty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sweaty too.
It's,
I think it's because
quite
of the
cool down
robe.
here.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
It's quite cool.
It's because of the robe.
I mean, we would be on a podcast, so none of us could have been like, "Oh, Kevin, close your for God's sakes." We just had to play cool, protect the business.
Link deleted.
Sir, please stop fanning your balls right in front of
I'm
me.
not fanning my balls.
You look
I'm
like you're fanning your
adjusting
balls.
my
Adjusting your
boxers.
balls? You're wearing boxers?
I was going to say, are you...
You think I'm naked under here?
I have always assumed that yes, you were, to be totally honest. Yes.
Why wouldn't you be? It's a bathrobe.
It's the whole point of the bathrobe, I thought. Was like a healthy breeze about the privates.
Is it?
I don't wear them. I don't know. I'm either full naked or
I don't
no
think
naked.
I've ever fucking worn a bathrobe in my life.
Really?
Nope.
Deep
I love
V-neck.
that
That's
bathrobe.
Oh,
right.
yeah, no, I love it.
Oh, it scares the shit out of Warren. Keeps him out of my room.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I
Fucking
used to
scarecrow.
bare ball it, but the hockey boys were like, dude, just wear something under there.
Respect.
Or just
Thank-
don't wear a robe when you have
Thank,
people.
thank you to the hockey. Well, that's not an
That,
option,
you know,
right?
Yeah,
so,
no,
was
that's not an option. This is my house.
thank,
Shorts on.
Yeah, it's the tease that people
You
don't
are a
like.
guest in my house.
thank you to the hockey boys, I suppose. Skip, you said you missed it. Don't worry, brother. Up on iTunes Monday morning, my friend.
Brother me softly.
It's a solid
Happy
6
to.
out of 10.
The show?
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
7 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7.
That's
Yeah.
where the 6 out of 10 is in that season 7 too.
Oh.
Jesus, Leahy, how drunk you? 6 out of 10.
I saw he has the that's the fall down the stairs, right? 6 out of 10. And he goes down the stairs and lands in the
But that's also a good one too.
armchair. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet either.
Yep.
Fuck, that show's so good.
So when he says something like that and he slurs, he's like 6 out of 10.
Is he really drunk?
Well, he is drunk.
On
Like,
on
not
set?
the actor. The,
Oh, okay.
the character is drunk.
Yes, yes.
But is he lying and trying to be like, I'm not that drunk?
Oh,
or
no,
is
it's
that
like
drunk actually a 6
he
out
could
of 10?
actually get
Leahy don't got it.
Four more.
I mean,
Leahy don't front.
He always said that the key to acting drunk is to not, like, everyone when they're like, somebody says, okay, act drunk. They over-exaggerate everything.
Yeah.
He's like, if you go into the mind of a drunk person, they are always aware that they're drunk and trying to not be drunk. So you have to be a drunk guy trying to not be drunk.
So meta.
So by him saying, I'm 6 out of 10, he might be 10 out of 10, wanting people to know that he's only 6 out of 10.
I mean,
Boom!
when the man goes full liquor smurf, you know he's 10
Yeah,
out of
no,
10.
that's the best. That's one of my favorite moments of that whole fucking show.
The
Fucking stained of it. That you're gonna enjoy that season a lot.
the one where they're
11.
the one where they're stealing
Yeah.
power and Leahy and Randy are sitting there in the trailer like counting down the time till the
Yes.
power goes out. It's like, this is the last time we set our clocks back, Randy. Except for daylight saving times, right, Mr. Leahy?
Randy.
He's got a mouthful of liquor and just like from one cheek to the other. Right, Randy. Oh, it's so good.
Do you get to the season where he puts labels on all of the big bottles, one for
Not
each
yet.
of the boys?
Not yet. No, we're getting there.
Kind of a wall.
No. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna start season 5 tonight. Yeah, been just cruising through. I usually do a couple
Word.
episodes a night. It's great. And it's just feel good TV.
Yep.
There's like fucking completely zero stress. There's nothing heavy ever going on. It's
As a
just
man who's watched
feel-good
through
TV.
all of it several times, it
Yeah.
doesn't fade very quickly either.
That's why, like, that exact reason was why I was like, there's fucking spoilers and trailer promotions. It's like,
I don't care about
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
There is
outside
like,
of just like, I don't, if you're going to watch it, why would I go out of my way to say something?
It's
about
true.
it?
It's true. Yeah.
It's not a spoiler.
But like, if
spoiler.
you guys
It's not
are
like
having,
a.
if you guys are having a conversation, like, what?
Hey!
Julian goes to jail.
Guess what happens at the end of fucking Solo? Go see that movie.
I almost did on Tuesday that I didn't.
we're going to go see Ant-Man.
I'm seeing it next week. I got a date on Tuesday
Good. We have dates with each other and are going to go see Ant-Man.
with Andrew as well.
Yep. And
It makes me want to cancel.
Like a date date? Like
No,
a
not
girl date?
Not a date. My
And
aunt.
true.
My aunt date.
And
Just bring
I
it.
don't go to movies. I don't go to movies for dates. I don't like movies for dates.
go see Ant-Man.
I like dinner, coffee type of thing.
Something
good.
there.
Aunt.
I know.
Oh, I'm gonna use that. I'll use that.
Okay.
I'll use that. Yeah, Paul Rudd
Aunt.
probably lose it way better.
Ant-Man.
Aunt, man.
Man and his aunt.
Maybe I'll try and cancel with her to come see with Drew first. We'll see.
You'll be too hungover.
I probably will be.
That's not true. We're
Being-
going Saturday, I think.
Oh, maybe not. Being hungover in the movie theater is the worst place to be hungover. Amongst
Yeah,
the
that's
worst
what
places
I
to be.
literally said that on the way over.
Yeah, it's fucking loud. There's no escape. If like something goes bad and I need to get out here in a hurry, I can't.
Oh, sorry. I said it was the best place to be when you're hungover.
The movie theater?
Yeah.
Is loud.
Oh, no. I love the movie theater when I'm hungover.
I don't like anything when I'm hungover.
I think loud noises don't do me ill when I'm hungover. But sitting in a nice, cool theater.
Yeah, okay.
eating
Air
some
conditioning.
Popcorn.
Yeah. That's
You kind
nice.
of check out. You can be as mentally engaged as you want to
Fall
be.
asleep if you
Yeah, you
can.
fucking fall asleep if you want.
Put on your shades. Just be like, out.
Yeah.
I mean, movie theater's pretty dark. You probably don't need shades, but
That's probably true. I'm going to turn the stream off. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. If you missed any of that banger of a podcast, love the word banger.
Hot banger.
Barely knew her.
Bang or remain.
It'll be on iTunes Monday morning. I mean, the VOD is up.
Don't
the VOD is
adjust
up.
the camera.
The VOD is up
after
right
the
now.
Show.
We maybe should have
I
adjusted it
didn't
earlier,
see it
but
before.
don't worry, it'll move before next week.
Okay.
But thank you very much, everybody. Art, it was good to see you, brother man. Thanks for stopping by.
I don't know where to
Art.
I love saying art.
Mario Art.
I wish I knew more people whose first sound in their name could start with a long, like an A, or it's really the only sound.
Arthur.
Arthur would be a good one.
I guess that is art.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Arthur.
It's pretty much the only one. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, my friend. It was good to see you. And everybody else as well. We'll see you. I'll be on tomorrow, regular time. Too sweet. Too sweet.